Welcome to City Stadium, everyone, in Lynchburg, Virginia, the city of Seven Hills. Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes and the Dandy One, Doug Marshall, for your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. Tonight, it's the Gretna Hawks coming in to play the Heritage Pioneers. Dandy, should be a pretty good game. Gretna 0-2, and you don't see that very often.
No, we were talking to a gentleman up in the setting up tonight, and he said it's been since the late 90s since Gretna's come in here 0-2 to start a season, so it's kind of unusual. Normally they're 2-0 and laying the beat down on everybody. Right now it's happening to them, and they don't know what to think about it.
Well, you got to remember that this is a Gretna team that a while back had the worst losing streak in the history of Virginia High School League at 0-44 before they won a game. Now, that has since long gone, and somebody's even beat that record, believe it or not.
Yeah, they got several state championships under the belt
But these guys have won 5 state championships since then, Doug. So, you know, you can have an off year, and then you can come back and do something next year as well. Then you've got a guy on the other side of the field in Heritage coach Brad Bradley. He's won a couple state championships as well, and his Heritage Pioneers have a great team this year, and they are 2-0, and they have blown out both opponents.
They have blown out both opponents. They put 128 points up on the board so far this year, and it's been kind of tough to slow down the Heritage Pioneer offense. They are led by Frankie Hickson, who scored 9 touchdowns and leads the area with over 400 yards rushing. So he's the main man they're going to look for, but they've got some other weapons too.
And Doug, you're looking at a brand new surface here at City Stadium, and I'm talking brand new. This is a beautiful complex now. They're going to redo the stands and everything in the next couple of years. This is going to be a great facility, but right now this is one of the best surfaces I've seen in a while.
It is one of the premier surfaces around. You want to come here and play. You want to come here to play, but you don't necessarily want to play the two teams. Both Glass and Heritage have really good football teams this year. In fact, we're looking down the road, circling in red letters, Heritage playing Glass.
That should be a great game. But tonight we're looking for a great game because I look for the Gretna Hawks to put some points on the board, and they're going to make Heritage score some points, Doug. This is not going to be a shutout by the Heritage Pioneers. I don't believe it will be.
Well, the Hawks last week struggled against Tunstall as they got shut out last week. Didn't put any points on the board. Only put 12 points up so far in 8 quarters of football. We'll see what the Hawks are going to do. They are looking for offense. Heritage defense, on the other hand, they've been rather stingy. They've only allowed 12 points this year.
You also got to remember that the Hawks have a brand new coach in Cole Simpson. They have a brand new scheme. A lot of times it takes a while before the players, really buy into that. Heritage, Coach Brad Bradley's been here for 2 or 3 years now. He's got this program turned around. I'm sure that Coach Simpson is going to do the same thing at Gretna. I really think this is going to be a better game than what people think it's going to be.
Well, on paper it doesn't look real good, but they don't play on paper. You play the game between the lines, and we're going to see a good football game tonight.
Exactly right. All right, we're going to take a break, come back, see if we can talk to the coaches right after this. Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes again, and C-Line Automotive and Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Coach Cole Simpson here for the Gretna Hawks. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing well. How are you?
You know, this is your first year as a head coach, but you've been on the staff for 5 years, so you've helped these kids as they come along, and you're going through some troubling times right now at 0-2, but Gretna's not going to stay down very long. What do you think about tonight's game?
Tonight's game, we playing a good Heritage team. Anytime you play against a Bradley coach team, you know they're going to be well prepared, very well coached, so you know they're going to play hard. So we're excited to be up here playing on a new turf.
Well, we were talking about in our pregame that, a while back, it's been a while back, Gretna was 0-44, had the longest losing streak in the Virginia High School League. Of course, that's since been broken by someone else, but 5 state championships since that took place. So you know that Gretna has got the potential to move forward, and I think once you get away from some of these teams you're playing now and get in that Dogwood District Conference, Gretna's going to be a tough team to beat.
I agree with that. We ran into a good Brookville team. Tunstall is on the rise. We play a really good Heritage team tonight, and then after tonight it kind of slows down a little bit. We get into the Dogwood schedule and play schools that are kind of on the same level as us as far as enrollment. So, we're going to play hard tonight and give it everything we got.
Well, Coach, last question. When you play those good teams like that, does it make your team better in the long run?
Absolutely. There's a reason we put them on the schedule. We don't have to play them. This is out of conference game. We choose to schedule these teams, and we do that to get us battle tested. So we'll be ready come the end of the season.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank Coach Brad Bradley of the Heritage Pioneers. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing good. You know, we were talking, the Danny one and I, about intensity, and I heard you in the huddle over there, and you got those guys fired up, and y'all are having a great season this year. You've got a super football team.
Well, we know we're off to a good start. We're 2-0, but you're only as good as your next football game. And right now, we got the Gretna Hawks. They're always a great football team. We were just talking about it. You know, we played them for 9 years at William Campbell, played them for a year twice at Amelia, and now this is our second matchup here at Heritage. So I've been with 3 different teams playing the Gretna Hawks, and you know what you're going to get. They're going to come at you. They're going to be physical. They're going to give us everything we need.
So, Coach, what's your success story? Everywhere you go, your teams win. You get these guys fired up. Is it you get them so fired up, they buy into the program, and that's what you're looking for?
You know, I think their biggest thing is commitment, dedication, and that's all it is. I mean, we work. These kids out there, the 22 starters come out on offense and defense, all 22 of them have been in that weight room 80% of the time. Most of them have been there 100% of the time. If they're not in the weight room, they don't play for us. And when you come to the weight room and you do the things you're supposed to do, you got something invested in it. And once you get invested in it, you start to care about it. And I think that's what our kids have done. They just come in, they work, they understand it. You know, we're not white collar, we're blue collar. We come in, we put the work in, we put that 8-hour day in, whatever we got to do, and we get it done. And I think it's also a tribute to great kids.
Oh, absolutely, no question about it. And a lot of programs out there, they don't stress it the way you do. They say, come out if you can, but you should be saying, you got to come out if you're going to play. That's what makes the premier teams premier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we feel like that if you don't want to make a commitment, you probably don't need to be on our football team.
Absolutely. Well, so let me ask you, Coach, Seminole District, I always like to ask the Seminole coaches this, toughest district around, I think. What do you think?
Yes, sir. We feel like, you know, I think especially this year, there's not any dominant team out there. You know, Brookville's 2-0 or 3-0 right now. You know, there's some good teams. Liberty's out there. It doesn't matter what your record is. There's some good good football teams in the Seminole District. We just got to and play. And, you know, to us, this is our first step tonight to our season.
Every Friday night's a war when you step on the field in the Seminole District competition, isn't that right? Last question, Coach. Beautiful complex here at City Stadium. They really have fixed it up nice, haven't they?
They really have, and this is really just the first of a 3-step process. This year's the field. Next year is going to be home locker rooms, a little tunnel that comes out for the home side, got a new scoreboard, and then the third year they're going to redo the entrance coming in. Right. So there's some great things going on here in Lynchburg City, and Heritage High School in the middle of building a brand new school, brand new baseball field, and in 3 years there's going to be a brand new school, brand new practice baseball or football field, brand new baseball field, brand new softball field, and all this.
And you're excited about it. I can tell you're excited about that.
Sir. Got a great administration. I've hired a great staff. You know, we got administration from the superintendent down. Lynchburg City is a great place to be right now.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight and in the future. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming and supporting high school football.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like-new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and the certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville.
Visit us online.
Welcome back to the Cedarline Automotive pre-game show. Jimmy the Lakes and the Danny one, Doug Marshall. And first of all, Doug, I want to say thank you to Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox for sponsoring our pre-game show. They got some great cars, and I was just in there the other day and did a spot for them. They really had some nice vehicles on the lot.
I saw quite a few sitting on the lot as I drove up the road tonight. You need to go by and check them out.
No question about it. Now, talking about tonight's game, Heritage Pioneers, they're supposed to win this game by big numbers on paper, as we talked about.
Exactly.
Gretna Hawks looking for an upset. Not sure if that's going to happen, but I do look forward to be a pretty good game.
I think it'll be a good football football game because I think Gretna's going to come out. Their tradition of the last several years with those 5 state championships are not going to let them play anywhere but hard. And under a Brad Bradley team with the Heritage Pioneers, they don't know how to play anything but hard. If not, he's going to get out there and show them how.
And you're coming into an atmosphere over here, Doug, that's going to be a pretty good football atmosphere and a beautiful field. I hate to keep saying it, but this is a beautiful complex to play on. I mean, I would be excited if I was playing on this field.
Well, you're pretty excited just to come out here and do the game.
True.
You know, you wanted me to throw you a pass earlier tonight, but I wouldn't do it. I didn't have the arm.
Well, no question about that. You definitely didn't have the arm, but I think you could be a lineman, folks. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for our pregame show. You heard what both coaches had to say about the teams. Cole Simpson for Gretna, brand new coach on the block, but he's been with that Gretna program for 5 years. And, of course, you got Brad Bradley. And, Doug, everywhere Brad goes, he seems to bring championships and he seems to win games.
Well, I call him Mr. Intensity because no matter what he does, he's intense about doing it. The interview with you, he was ready to go. And he and the football team, he was ready to go tonight coming out the locker room. So he's going to have his team prepared. That's what Coach Simpson thinks, and that's what he knows, and we'll look for a great football game.
And we also want to thank Mark Storm, the AD over at Heritage High School, for being so generous for allowing us to come over and do the game. And the game is going to be the Gretna Hawks against the Heritage Pioneers on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. And it's coming up right after this.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park, the firefighters competition, and music from all the great bands, bluegrass band competition on Sunday, and good old days in Appomattox, the classic car show, fine art shows and sale. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
And Gretna kicks off number 89. Doing the kicking is Andrew Williams, fielding the football for the Heritage Pioneers. Looked like number 4 coming up with it is Jameek Alexander. He'll take it up to about the 35-yard line, and we're off and running from City Stadium.
Well, Doug, you know, we had a little technical difficulty, and everything's cleared up now, it seems like, so we're ready for this game. And I really like the Heritage uniforms, those orange, they really stand out, and it should be easy to see who the players are as far as the white versus the orange.
Well, you're kind of right about that, and I like the numbers highlighted in white. It might help me pick them up with my old eyes.
Absolutely.
Of course, yours ain't no young either.
No, they're not. Plus, I got more of them than you got.
You right about that. Quarterback for the Heritage Pioneers has been I got to look at the right. Well, first of all, we got flags already on the play. The quarterback for the Heritage Pioneers is Perry Comer, number 3, and he rates as one of the top passers in the area in the local stats. He is number 5. He's 11 for 22 with 210 yards passing with 3 touchdowns for the year. So Perry Comer can get the job done, but Frankie Hickson, the running back, is the man.
Yeah, offsides on the Gretna Hawks. They drew him off a hard count, Doug. So it's 1st and 5.
And there's the ball going to Hickson up across the 40-yard line to about the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 2 yards to go for a 1st down.
And, Doug, I tell you what, the Gretna Hawks are pretty good size up there. You got number 55, LaQuinton Bain. He's 6'4", 260 pounds right down the middle of that line. Then they got number 71 up there as well. Chambers, 6'3", 303 pounds.
The Heritage Pioneers in that familiar spread offense that they normally come out in. 2 wide receivers, right and left. And they're going to throw it out to the right side. Number 5
nice play.
Is Cameron Harsley, but he did not go anywhere. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to see who made that tackle at that, because that was a nice shoestring open field tackle. He's either number 6 or number 8, Doug.
Well, number 6 is Tavis Hall. Number 8 is Chance Harris.
Actually, I think it might be number 9, who is Javon Bennett.
I tell you, you can't get your numbers straight, can you?
It is kind of hard to see.
No, those light-colored numbers make it real hard to see, I will tell you. This time we got trip receivers to the wide side of the field for the Pioneers. Single set to the right with Hickson in the backfield, and Hickson is going to get the ball on the up.
He's going to get the 1st down and more.
And he breaks a couple tackles and goes across the 50-yard line down into Gretna Hawk territory at about the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Heritage Pioneers.
And the Pioneers have gotten across midfield first in this game. So you say they broke the ice, I guess, Doug, to get it across midfield. And you're looking at 1st and 10, as you said, about the 47-yard line.
Well, Frankie Hickson is rushing stats so far is 21 attempts for 476 yards. He has 9 touchdowns on the year.
That's a pretty good average, I would say.
And the Heritage Pioneers have hung some points up. 64 in the first game, 44 in the second game, of course, both being wins.
And, of course, Hickson did the greeting coming in. He's big time in the, the SCA, I think. Or it's the honor roll or something like that. I forgot what
National Honor Society.
Yes, that's right.
This time it's number 35, I believe. That's Hickson.
That's Hickson.
That's Hickson. He cuts it inside up to about the – it's going to be close to a 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. Now they're going to only get it up to about the 38-yard line, so he'll be a couple yards shy.
And tackle made by number 5, Chris Hall, for the Gretna Hawks. And he kind of kept him, Doug. He would have picked up a lot more yardage if Hall couldn't have got his hands around him.
So the Pioneers rolling out Comer to the right side. He'll
Good
throw
pass.
downfield. Number 5 coming out the backfield. It's Cameron Harsley. Harsley will get it inside the 30 down to around the 25-yard line. 26 is the official spot. Once again, a Heritage Pioneer 1st down.
And so far, the Pioneers, Doug, very efficient on offense.
Well, they're going to come out, and we talked about it. We didn't know whether the Pioneers won the toss or Gretna won the toss and deferred. Regardless, if Heritage wins the toss, most of the time, Coach Bradley
he wants
the football because he wants to score.
Absolutely.
Fake the handoff to Hickson, dropping back Comer. Comer looks over the middle.
Wide open.
And I tell you what, number 1 coming across, Dante Jefferson, and Jefferson will get it to about the 17, 18-yard line.
And, Doug, the problem is Gretna cannot put any heat on the quarterback.
Well, I tell you what, Comer had all day to look around, and if he'd have looked just a little further downfield, he had another receiver breaking open as he threw the football.
Yeah, he did. You're exactly right. All right, 1st and 10.
That's a 10-yard pass play. So Heritage is picking up big chunks of yardage. They at the
15-yard line.
15-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Pioneers knocking on the door, Doug.
In motion is
as Hickson.
Hickson comes up the middle, and he's going to get it to the 10, maybe just inside the 10. We'll see the spot, but a pickup of about 5 on the play. 9:33 to go. We're just opening up here from City Stadium. The Heritage Pioneers hosting the Gretna Hawks tonight. And the initial series for the Pioneers, they got 2nd down and about 4 to go for a 1st down.
And, Doug, we remember number 1, Dante Jefferson from last year. That kid can go up and get the ball at that wide receiver position.
This time Hickson's going up over the right side, breaks it in and across the 5-yard line. That's going to be enough for probably a 1st down and goal to go for the Heritage Pioneers. Another gentleman we remember looking at the stat sheet is Ty Tracy.
Yeah.
I remember him last year. And, of course, the Pioneers were a juggernaut right into the state tournament. Unfortunately, they got handled in the state tournament.
They did. There was some good teams when you get to that part. When you get that far in the season, there's some good teams, Doug.
Well, to get that far, we had I believe this is going to be a kind of a illegal procedure against the Heritage Pioneers. It looked like he double clutched the snap.
Let's see.
No, actually, they are marching it down half a distance to the goal. All sides, yeah.
Perhaps he double clutched the snap because
somebody
jumped offside.
Somebody jumped. Well, you know, in high school, you really don't have to snap that football because if they break the neutral zone, it's going to be called anyway.
That is correct.
This time the handoff to Hickson.
His 10th touchdown of the year.
And Mr. Hickson finishes up the drive. A drive that started at the 35-yard line, so 65 yards later, it is a touchdown for the Pioneers with 8:50 to go here in the first period of play. And you know something? There is my vehicle.
It is. That's your favorite. There it is. That's your favorite part about coming to a Heritage football game.
I love that vehicle. Guy gave me a ride in that thing last year.
I was going to say, you actually got a ride on there.
I got to ride on it.
They put some extra air in the tires, but you know,
well,
you didn't get to ride on it.
I got the front end off the ground.
No doubt about that. It was sparks coming out of it because it was dragging. All right, here comes the extra point. Number 28 doing the kicking.
Eric Davis, he puts it up, and it is going to be
good.
Just barely got over.
Sneaking over the ball.
We're used to the Heritage Pioneers kicker booming it on through to about the goal.
Hey, he got through. That's all that counts.
That's all that matters.
8:50 left in our first quarter of play. It's the Heritage Pioneers 7. The Gretna Hawks, they're going to get the ball, see what they can do, Doug. And we'll come back, and we'll see what the Hawks can do right after this on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
Welcome back to City Stadium. Tonight, home of the Heritage Pioneers, because the Pioneers shared with the EC Glass, and we'll be checking out the Glass here in the near future. But tonight, it's the Heritage Pioneers playing host to the Gretna Hawks. Heritage got the opening kickoff, went 65 yards, put points on the board. Frankie Hickson from about 3 yards out. Extra point was good. Now kicking off, once again, number 28. And that is...
That's not a bad kick, Doug.
Eric Davis. Ball fielded about the 12-yard line by number 8, I do believe.
Nowhere to go.
Number 8, Chance Harris. And Harris is going to be taken down just short of the 20-yard line.
And number 17, Ezekiel Chandler got there first, and then a whole host of Pioneers came in, Doug, to finish it off. And
I believe that's Javon Bennett. I called it Harris, number 9, received that. And I remember Mr. Bennett playing when they played the Raiders last year.
The Raiders. And I believe we might have Gretna and the Raiders on our schedule this year from Appomattox. That could be a very interesting game. Hawks taking it right up the
football.
Middle.
Number 6 with the football, that is Tavis Hall.
Got a pretty good run here, Doug.
And Hall is coming up the right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 48-yard line. It'll be for a nice run that time for the Hawks, and it gets the ball up in real good field position, just short of the 50 at the 47-yard line.
And I was trying to see who made the tackle. I believe it may have been number 22, Xavier Wooden.
And there was nothing fancy about that, just kept the football and went around the left side, and he found lots of running room over there.
Didn't look like he was going to get around the corner, but once he did, he picked up some valuable yardage.
Number 5, Chris Hall, the quarterback. This time ball goes through his hands, and he doesn't panic, but he's being tracked down. Ball goes out, he gets hit, the ball comes out. Let's see who gets on the football.
I think Gretna got it, Doug.
I believe a Hawk got on top of it, but that time Hall did not know that gentleman was behind him.
Yeah, Hall, Doug, he's a junior, but if he throws that ball out of bounds right there, they don't lose any yardage. Instead, they lose a ton of yardage.
Well, he thought that he had some running room and he may be able to get the ball down the field, but obviously he got hit from behind, and that football, the Hawks are lucky to have it back. So 7:58 and counting. The Hawks looking at a second down, and looks like about 20 yards to go. This time Hall's going to keep the football, go right up the middle, and he's going to get the ball back up to about the 45-yard line on a nice run.
Got a lot of that yardage back right there, Doug.
But it's going to bring up third down and about 11 yards to go for a first down. And we are having a light drizzle come through the city stadium at about this time. Should make everything just a little slick right now.
It's really nice out here tonight, though. I mean, this is a great football night.
This is football weather. You got a nice little bite to the air, a little crispness. Right now, it's going to be a little dampness.
They got 7 seconds to get this play off, Doug, so Hall's going to have to be quick.
And you told me they didn't have the clocks working tonight,
well,
man.
They didn't at one time, but they're on now, and they got it off of 1 second to spare.
Hall drops back. He looks downfield.
Oh, that's got to be a flag, Doug.
And that ball.
Oh, he never turned around, though, Doug.
And that ball hit, I believe, I can't pick up the number of the player.
Number 2, I believe, Doug.
He's coming across here, number, I tell you, I can't pick up those numbers for the Gretna Hawks tonight. Number 15, maybe?
Oh, I'm just talking about
Rashawn Taylor.
The defender, who was Jalen Martin, and that should have been a flag on that, Doug, because he never turned around and hit him in the back.
Well, it hit Taylor, I thought, on the shoulder pad, but anyway, it was incomplete, so it's 4th down and 11 yards to go. The Pioneers to receive the punt, snap back, kick high, end over end.
Didn't give much room to try to field it now. There's a flag.
And we're going to have interference with the ability to field the football.
Yep, and I think, is that 15 yards?
That's going to be 15 from that spot.
Yeah, Gretna was right on top of him.
Because actually Gretna recovered the ball. I mean, it hit off of one of the Heritage Pioneers, but ball's going to stay with Heritage, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty. While we got a chance, we'll take a little break. 6:47 to go. It's the Heritage Pioneers 7 and the Gretna Hawks 0. We will return right after this on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on Shentel Cable.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real Shentel customer.
This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone.
My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone, to City Stadium here in Lynchburg, Virginia. A beautiful complex they have here, and you'll see some umbrellas in the stands, Douglas, because there is a little drizzle coming down.
Just a little heavy mist. But we're sitting in the, I kind of like City Stadium because we get protected from all this. You know, it's really nice.
Yes, it is very nice, very nice. That time it was Cameron Horsley that was cutting across the middle, Doug. And
Perry Comer missed him just a little bit high.
And he was open, too.
But looks like Brad Bradley had kind of been taking our suggestions, looking over the middle tonight. He's thrown 2 or 3 passes over the middle tonight.
Maybe he's heard the Lakeston, the Dandy one, talk about how the middle of the field is open in high school football. And if you watch the games, it is, folks.
2nd down and 10. Comer barking his signals. This time Hickson will get the ball headed over the right side. And he's got some good yardage. And in fact, somebody's hanging on for dear life.
Another big run by Hickson right there, Doug.
Big chunk of yardage down to the 35-yard line of the Gretna Hawks.
Trying to see who made the tackle. I think it might have been number 8. Who was Chance Harris. Oh, I got it right because I heard the announcer say it, Doug.
Yeah, you know that. So 1st down and 10, ball spotted at the Hawk 35-yard line.
And you know the Gretna Hawks really need to stop here.
Hickson this time he goes to stop, but he slips and hits the ground, so he's going to lose probably about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
And Doug, this turf that they have here, of course, you know it's great, and of course real grass gets slick too, but this turf will get slick when it gets a little wet.
Well, plus also it's new. It hasn't been played on that much.
That's right, and there's Gretna jumping all sides, so everything Hickson lost, Gretna just gave it right back.
Yeah, number 55 that time, a little anxious to get across and hit somebody. That's a Quentin Bain.
That's twice tonight, big guy.
6'4", 260 pounds. I tell you what, I wonder if he plays basketball.
Well, if he doesn't, I'd be teaching him how. I mean, he'd be a horse in the middle.
This is the ball. Put it through that basket. Yeah, because he's a big guy. And he anchors the middle of that line down.
All right, so here comes Heritage now with a 2nd, and we'll call it 7. So they went from 2nd and 13 to 2nd and 7, or 2nd and 12 to 2nd and 7.
This time Hickson's going to take the football right up the middle. He's going to be hitting and taken down as he crosses the 30-yard line down to about the 27.
Nice work.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 or 4 yards for first down.
Coming up from the pile, Doug, is going to be Chandre Chambers, 6'3", 303 pounds, just a junior, and at 303 pounds. Those are pretty good-sized fellas over on that Gretna squad.
I see a few seniors on the Gretna squad, but mostly juniors and sophomores is what makes up that team.
Looking for them to have a great team next year.
So they're going to be rather tough now, and I give them some time. I think Coach Simpson has got them on the right track, and they are looking forward to getting into the Dogwood and playing teams of their own size and abilities. That's what he's talking about.
Exactly right. 1st down. Hickson gets the 1st down on the carry. So it's going to be 1st and 10. We'll call it at about the 23-yard line of the Gretna Hawks. 7-0 Heritage, 5 minutes counting in our first period of play. Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes and the Dandy one, Doug Marshall, on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. And in a moment, I'll tell you how you can watch this game. All you Shentel folks, tell your friends, and we'll tell you in just a moment.
In motion is Ty Tracy looking downfield. Comer tries to is trying to hit number 1 on a fly pattern, Dante Jefferson, and just threw it a little over his head down around the corner of the end zone.
But Doug, let me tell you now, here you go. If you have Shentel cable, we talked about it. You got the best of everything. You got the best cable. You got the best phone. You got the best internet. But if you can't get Shentel cable, then you could still watch a game. So Shentel folks, let everybody know it's on ITGM. That's itgm.org. Go to it. Click on just below the little TV set. Click onto that. You can pick up the games. These games will air all next week, Doug.
I know, it's great. You can look at the ones we've already done. If you like looking at us, watch us all the time.
Well, you can watch the game.
Nice pass to the right side. A nice little catch that time, number 5. Cameron Harsley, a little squared pattern that time, and that ball was right on the money from the quarterback, Comer.
Javon Bennett, number 9, Doug, almost got a hand in there, but he could not. And that's why it was such a good catch, because Bennett was right there.
So we're looking at first down and goal to go. Ball spotted around the 7.5, 8-yard line. Frankie Hickson in the backfield. Once again, 3 wide receivers. Well, actually, we got 2 guys in the backfield now. Hickson, and, of course, number 5 is Harsley in the backfield along with Hickson.
And Heritage really spreads that defense out, Doug.
This time, Harsley's going to take the ball up the middle, and he's going to break it into the end zone. Nice run that time, Cameron Harsley. So, new score, 4:10 to go. It's 13-0, and the extra point attempt coming up.
And, Doug, you know, so far the Heritage Pioneers have not had a problem, but they have been aided by a few penalties on the punt by not letting the receiver catch the ball. That was a 15-yard penalty, moved it up past the 40-yard line. The Gretna Hawks, on the other hand, they came out, had a big run from scrimmage, had a sack, actually a fumble that they recovered, and they just have never recovered from that on that drive, and that's why they had to punt the ball. And there's Gretna offsides again.
And if you keep jumping off sides and then you give them half a distance to the goal, don't be surprised if the offense don't come back in.
Here they come right now.
They come back in and they go for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, yeah. Offense is coming in because now you're going to be down there about, what, the 2-yard line?
Well, you start at the 3. You take a half a distance, a yard and a half.
Yard and a half, and you got a guy like Hickson in the backfield?
Well, you got a guy like Hickson, you got a guy like Comer, and then right there a moment ago we saw Cameron Harsley take the ball. He hit the hole pretty quick.
You got a guy like Jefferson too, who can really get up. I mean, he's 6'5". He towers above everyone out there except for the lineman for Gretna.
This is probably the one time you'll see a tight formation for Heritage.
Had
a fumble, and this time it did not go anywhere. They went for the 2-point conversion after they got the penalty and had a bad exchange in center between Comer and his center. So the extra point is no good. So with 4:10 to go here in the first quarter play, Heritage Pioneers 13 and the Gretna Hawks 0. We'll be right back with more of tonight's Shentel Game of the Week. A live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. I got it right in a minute. Right after this.
You're a little mixed up, no doubt about it. But we all know that.
I got it all in there, though, didn't I?
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here, and are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive and Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Sea Line and the certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Sea Line Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park. The firefighters competition. And music from all the great bands. Bluegrass band competition on Sunday and good old days in Appomattox. The classic car show, fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
Welcome back to City Stadium. Heritage Pioneers just put 6 more points on the board. Extra point conversion failed. So now they will kick off to the Gretna Hawks, number 28, who came in for the extra point, then had a Gretna jump offside, so he didn't get to try it again. But Eric Davis is the kicker, and last time he had a booming kickoff.
And Dandy, the producers come back awful quick because we're not getting to eat much of this popcorn we got.
No, and it's really good popcorn. It really is. We may have to send him out for a box at halftime. And Heritage Pioneers pick up the football around the 20, bring it up to about the 28-yard line. The Gretna Hawks, once again, number 9 running the football for the Hawks. That's Javon Bennett. So the Hawks with the football, their second possession of the evening at the 28-yard line. First down and 10. And, you know, I don't want to say anything. It's 13-0. The Heritage Pioneers have had the football twice and scored. The Hawks had it once and didn't do any whole lot with it. They moved the ball but didn't do anything with it. I would think the Hawks need to put some kind of drive right now. 1, to give the defense a break, and number 2, to show themselves that they can do it.
Well, they had that big run on the first play from scrimmage, and then right after that, that's when the ball was snapped high and they had a lot of trouble with it. But this is going to be a nice run here, Doug, where we got a flag, and more likely that's going to be on the Hawks.
Yeah, Chris Hall throwing the football out to the right, to the left side.
And Doug, you know there's a lot of holes.
And I didn't pick that number up. I'm having a problem with the Gretna Hawks numbers. Those light jerseys, I just cannot pick it up.
Doug, you know there's a lot of Halls on that Gretna team, and they had one really good Hall that was over at Gretna a while back, Vic Hall.
Oh yeah, so I do remember that young man.
Super player, no question about it.
Yes. And this ball came back, so my guess is they are going to march this off against the Gretna Hawks. It must have been holding.
Holding on the Hawks, maybe that's why he was able to turn the corner and pick up the yardage that he did.
So the ball is being marched back to about the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up first down and 20 now. Once again, now the Gretna Hawks, they also run the spread offense. That's the reason when Brad Bradley was coaching over at William Campbell and Gretna was starting its heyday over there too. Both these teams ran that spread, and they ran it pretty efficiently both ways.
Absolutely.
Ball handed off up the middle this time, and that is number 19 breaking through. That's DeMonte Haley.
Well, Doug, you know, at that time we talked about Vic Hall was one of the best players in the state. He got a lot of state records. And then for Brad Bradley, who was at William Campbell, for the Generals, you had Cedric Pierman, who is now with the Cincinnati Bengals and played, of course, for the UVA Cavaliers. So there was some good players in the Dogwood District.
Hall keeps the football. He's going to bring it up across the 35-yard line down to about the 36. So he's going to bring up third down on a couple yards to go for a first down. And that's a couple nice gains right there after having a 10-yard penalty to start the series with.
No doubt about it. And now you're looking at third and about 3, so it's very manageable that Gretna could pick up a first down right here. It would not be their first down, but I think it might be their second first down. I think they only have one, and that was on that initial run on the first play they had on offense. Like they might be changing the play at the line.
Yeah, because they shifted the running back over to the right, to the short side of the field.
Pretty big play.
It's a high snap, and Hall had to go up and get it, but he's going to turn.
He's got the first down.
He's turning something into nothing because nothing into something because he got a first down, got it up to about the 39-yard line. So that's a nice comeback from that penalty.
It is, and
to start Hall, 1st and 20, and they ran 3 running plays and picked up 21 yards.
And Hall, Doug, 5'10", 185 pounds, just a junior. We talked about the Gretna Hawks. They do not have a lot of seniors on this team.
Looks like number 51 is Mitch Doss, the offensive lineman. He's a 10th grader anchoring there. I believe, looks like to me that's the number of the center tonight. He's had a few high snaps. Now, I suppose you'd rather have a high snap than a low snap, but you'd like to have it right in your hands.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle by
Pick up of about 1, number 9 coming up with a tackle.
That's Ty Tracy. But, Doug, the Gretna Hawks have 37 players. I counted them tonight. 37 players down on the sidelines. Only 12 of them are seniors.
Yeah, we talked to a gentleman, said they were young, inexperienced, but they're coming.
So the majority of the team will be back next year. And then, of course, you probably got some pretty good players on your JV team, too. So the Gretna Hawks, by no means, are out of anything.
But they're not going to disappear, believe me.
No, they're not.
They've got a tradition up there now of winning state championships, and they're not going to disappear. We've got flag on the play. Not exactly sure what it is.
Illegal substitution, Doug?
It could be too many men on the field for Heritage. I'm not sure. I did not see that. It must have been a sideline warning, maybe?
I think that's what it was, Doug.
So a sideline warning, no penalty this time. Next time, 15 yards. 1:42 to go, first period, 13-0, Heritage Pioneers. And Hall coming up the middle.
No way to go.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it.
And look who is in on the tackle, number 35, Frankie Hickson. Does it both ways, Doug, offense and defense.
Yeah, Hickson, one of the linebackers, and you imagine that he's quick running the football. When he doesn't have to worry about the football, he's coming at you quick.
And you're looking at 3rd and, we'll call it 9, 3rd and 9 for the Gretna Hawks. They have not thrown the ball tonight. They did try one time. They have not completed the pass. They have 4 wideouts. Pioneers looking like they might blitz. They bring one linebacker.
Rolling to his right side. He's got
nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. That time, Hall tried to turn it up the field, and he was grabbed by the shoe tops. And one way to stop a runner is grab him by his ankle. He can't go anywhere without it.
Yeah, number 21, who is Weldon Thorpe, with a nice tackle. And he was one of the defensive backs or linebackers that came shooting through there, Doug.
Also number 9 happened to be also too. Ty Tracy, he's all over the field right now for the Pioneers. Back deep now for the Heritage Pioneers, number 8, Travis Claxton, along with number 5, Cameron Harsley. The punt.
Good kick. Oh, good kick.
The punt from number 89, Andrew Williams, is
fumbled
but picked back up and gets yardage back up to the 25. Actually, this is Heritage's worst starting punt, but we'll check it out.
That's a 42-yard punt, Doug. That's pretty good for high school.
I was wondering what you were doing trying to count. You didn't take your shoes and socks off.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. 17.7 seconds left now. First quarter of play is 13-0 Heritage. They're trying to increase that way, have the ball. We'll be right back.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
All right, we are back, and Heritage is bringing it up to the line. And that spread formation, Doug. 4 wideouts, 1 tailback. That's Hickson. Gretna Hawks have had their hands full so far tonight.
When you have a running back like Hickson, you don't need but one running back. Coma looks across the middle, and he goes to hit number 1, Dante Jefferson.
And Jefferson knows it.
Yeah, Jefferson knows that he had a lot of daylight between him and the end zone.
Probably, as tall as Jefferson is, and with his speed, he's probably hit it to pay dirt for a touchdown to make it 19-0 in favor of Heritage, and he knows he should have pulled that ball in. A great throw that time by Coma.
I think Gretna had one safety man back, and I think he caught him over the corner of his eye and was thinking about maybe that pop he was going to get. 2nd and 10, Coma this time is going to hand it off to Hickson, who's going to come up across the 25 and get up to about the 28, 29-yard line, and that will wrap up the first period of play.
Yeah, and that tackle, Doug, before we go, was made by number 11, who is Andrew Wilson for Heritage. And again, as you said, that is the end of our first period of play. It is 13-0. The Heritage Pioneers over the Gretna Hawks, and we'll come back with more of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. And maybe we'll come back so quick, Doug. I want some of this popcorn.
Yeah, maybe our producer will give us a break.
Yeah, I'll be back. We'll be back. You'll be back. He'll be back. Everybody will be back.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real Shentel customer.
This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone. My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
Well, guess what, Doug? They brought us back early.
Oh, well.
And I've still got Pop going, and you do too.
I do too, but, you know.
And you're looking at the Heritage Pioneers right now, who right now, Doug, have had no trouble with the Gretna Hawks at all.
Well, right now, this is the first time they really had third and long. They got third down about 7 yards to go. We'll see if they're going to put the ball in the air or they're going to put it in the hands of Frankie Hickson. But it'll be a big stop for the Gretna Hawks right here so they can get the football back. Once again, down 13-0. I don't think they can stand another long Heritage drive right now.
No, absolutely not.
Comer's barking the signals for the
trying to get him to jump off a little bit, Doug, and pick up that 5 yards. Now, you know, Gretna's been offsides 3 times tonight.
Perry Comer now, he's going to throw it out to the wide side of the field, and that's going to be enough for the first down.
Number
Number
nice
5.
Play. Nice play.
Cameron Horsley, number 5, catches the football, and number 5 brought him down. Chris Hall
took him down exactly right. So it's 5 on 5. That's like basketball, right?
That's what to tell me.
5 on 5.
5 on 5.
Well, Doug, I want a little kudos to you as you're going to your golf conference championships next week.
Yes, hopefully we'll play a little bit better than we did the last outing.
I understand it was rough.
It was a rough one, yes it was. But anyway, sometimes you learn from those rough ones and you go move on. If it helps us in a conference championship, so be it.
Coleman, nowhere to go. Nice defense by the Gretna Hawks. Let's see who made that tackle, Doug. That was number 52, I believe.
Yeah, 52 looked like Khalil Witcher-Heyman.
Nice play by Heyman, Witcher-Heyman that time, 5'10", 245. I'm telling you, Doug, the Gretna Hawks, they're big up front.
They are, and they're going to, you know, when they start playing the Chathams, and in fact that's where they go next week. They actually go to Chatham next week. I think it's going to be an interesting place. I think that they may actually have the edge in that game.
Hickson, Doug, look at this.
Hickson is getting through, and he is taken down as he gets across the 50 to about the 42-yard line. But the Heritage Pioneers right now, they're opening those holes, and Hickson is quick to hit them. If they're a little slow getting through the hole, then, of course, the Gretna Hawks will stop them. But right now, the Heritage Pioneers have that little pep. We watched the Brookville Bees last Friday night. They look like they were about a step quicker than Liberty. Right now, the Heritage Pioneers look about a step quicker than Gretna.
Number 21, Jaquan Logan with the tackle for the Gretna Hawks. And you're right, they look very quick. And I was listening to Brad Bradley with his pep talk speech before the game started. I'm telling you, man, he got me fired up, Doug. I was ready to go tackle somebody.
Comer takes it across the 30-yard line. It'll be another 1st and 10 for the Heritage Pioneers. You know, I've kind of nicknamed Coach Bradley, and I hope he doesn't mind me, Mr. Intensity.
Mr. Intensity.
Because he
reminds me.
He is so focused on everything, and he wants it to be exactly right.
He reminds me of a bulldog. I know. You know, Russell, the bulldog Walton, who does some of the games with us. But he's like a bulldog, too.
1st down and 10, the Pioneers. Comer rolls to the right, and he throws it out to the right side.
Good catch.
Looked like number 9 hauled it in. Ty Tracy over on the left side around the 20-yard line, 22-yard line.
Tracy made a nice catch over there as he went out of bounds.
I don't know how he caught it, to be honest with you. He was guarded, defended very well over there. And I can't pick that number up on the far side.
And actually, they said he stayed inbound, so the clock continues to run. Under 10 minutes in our first half of play, and Heritage knocking on the door again, Doug.
Well, that's a little busted play this time. Comer.
And nowhere to go.
Comer turned around to hand it to one of the backs, Hickson or Horsley, and he wasn't nobody there, so he just kept it and moved it upfield trying to pick up what he could, but he lost a couple on the play.
And LaQuinton Bain, number 55. With the tackle for the Gretna Hawks.
3rd down and 5 to go.
And Doug, you know, the Gretna Hawks are 260, 303, and 245 on that defensive front line. That's pretty good size.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of muscle up there. Once again, 2 receivers on the short side and 2 receivers to the wide side, and Hickson in the backfield. Comer barking the signals, and he looks across to the short side of the field, and I didn't catch who's got it. That may be Tracy over there. Ty Tracy, and did he get enough for the 1st down? I think he's going to be just a little short of it.
It's about a yard short, Doug, and I would think surely the Heritage Pioneers are going to go for it.
Well, actually, they are stopping the clock. They said 1st down. Yes, they did.
So it was very close.
9 minutes ago, the Heritage Pioneers moving inside the 20-yard line at the 19 of the Gretna Hawks.
And Doug, you know,
Pioneers already with a 13-0 lead.
And Doug, they've done a great job on this field. They've got a lot of more improvements to do. They got a new scoreboard. In the next year or so, they're going to have tunnels coming out for the home team. It should be a very nice complex.
A little trickery right there as going around the end and look, pitches it on back to Harsley, and Harsley takes it in to about the 9-10 yard line.
Yep, tackle made by number 8, who is Chance Harris
so
for the Gretna Hawks. And, of course, the Heritage Band getting lined up in the end zone back there, Doug. Award-winning Heritage Band.
The big orange machine.
What do they call them, the Pride of the Old Dominion or something like that?
No, the big orange machine.
Okay. That's Hickson again.
Hickson goes to the left side. He'll get the first down and take it to about the 5-yard line, so it's first and goal.
And, Doug, think about this now.
Number 5 bringing him down. That's Chris Hall.
Think about this, Doug. You have played, 3 games? Is this a 3rd or 4th game for Heritage?
This is for Heritage. This is their 3rd game.
Yeah, you played 3 games, and you get ready to knock on the door for your 11th touchdown of the year. That's pretty good.
Well, they've got a few more than 11 touchdowns, I believe.
I'm talking about Hickson.
Oh, Hickson. All right, well, Frankie Hickson gets the football, and he turns it upfield.
And he's very close. I think he
gave
a touchdown.
They say touchdown, and so he got his 11th. But like I said, he's a power running back. He's quick. He hits a hole good. So you get inside the 3 or 4 yard line, he's going to get the football. And if you don't wrap him up, he's taking it to the house.
Well, he's very quick, and he's slick. With his moves, with his spins and his jukes and his jives. I tell you, this guy, he makes you miss, Doug.
And so we've got 8 minutes and 1 second to go here in this first half of play. It's now 19-0. And Coach Bradley kind of called his troops over to the sideline and said, I think we're going to go for 2 to kind of get this thing back to where it ought to be. And so the offensive unit comes back out on the field with the ball at the 3-yard line.
And, of course, when you're up 19-0 and you're still in the first half, you might want to try to work on something right here. They might throw something up to Jefferson in the end zone. They might just give it to Hickson up the middle.
And this time the ball.
Hickson actually going to throw it, and there it is.
Hickson actually
nice
throws a
play.
2-point conversion, hands the ball off, and that's a little pop play. And that was right off, I believe, to number 9, Ty Tracy.
I thought it was number 8, Doug.
Number 8?
Was it 8? Was it 9? Maybe it was.
Whatever. It's 21-0. The Heritage Pioneers on top of the Gretna Hawks. It was a very nice play. I kind of like it. We need to write that down.
That's that Tebow jump pass. Tim Tebow used to do it for Florida. We'll come back, folks. It is 21-0 with 8:01 left in our first half of play on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable with the Lakester, the Dandy One, and the Alive TV crew. Don't forget about them.
Don't forget about the popcorn.
I'll never get to finish it. Hello, everyone. Jimmy the Lakester again. And C-Line Automotive and Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park. The firefighters competition. And music from all the great bands. Bluegrass band competition on Sunday and good old days in Appomattox. The classic car show. Fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
Welcome back to City Stadium, everyone. 21-0. The Heritage Pioneers over the Gretna Hawks. And Doug, I said this is going to be a closer game than you thought, but I tell you, the Heritage Pioneers are really making me wrong.
Well, I thought it was going to be a good close ball game, but right now the offense for the Gretna Hawks have not been able to sustain. They've had some nice little drives, but not been able to sustain it and pick up the crucial third down when they need it.
And they've actually had some pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, they're going to have good starting field position here. The ball's going to be spotted around the 35-yard line. So 1st down and 10 and 21-0. It's my estimation the Hawks probably needs to get something on the board right now before halftime to make this thing a really good ball game.
Well, Doug, I'm looking out there, and with the size the Hawks have and the speed they have, once they get down into we'll call district play, even though they're really not a lot of districts anymore. Once they get down to that district play with teams on the same level, they're going to be some trouble.
And I can see this Hawk team, even though they had a slow start, they did pick on some bigger schools. Ball handed off up over the left side of the line. Looks like number 8, Chance Harris, with the football.
Well, if you're the Gretna Hawks, you're coming into City Stadium.
Excuse me, that's number 9, Javon Bennett, my fault.
To play the Heritage Pioneers, okay? Heritage Pioneers have blown everybody out that they played so far this year. You play on their home turf, and they are going to be the big-time favorite to win this game. I mean, I don't know what the spread is, but I would say at least 20 points.
Ball handed off up the middle. A nice run up the middle that time, number 19.
That's Carrington Anderson, Doug, and he is only a freshman, 6'1", 170 pounds.
You might want to say DeMonte Haley. You're looking at the Heritage Pioneers.
I'm sorry, I did. Let's see how big this young man is. Haley, I thought he looked like he's more than 170. He's 235. 5'8", 235. That's a horse to bring down.
1st down and 10. The Hawks this time, Hall will keep the football, and he's going to get it. He may get a yard, 2 yards on the play, but that's it. So it's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 8 yards to go.
But with a pretty stout line that Gretna has, and with the guy 235 coming out of the backfield, I don't know. I may have to give it to Mr. Haley a little bit more. Checking into the game is going to be number 11, who is Andrew Wilson, 5'7", 155.
And number 19, Haley, is checking out the game. So
you go from 235 to 155 in the backfield. That's quite a difference.
Well, he might be your scat back.
Could be.
This time, Hall's going to keep the football.
Nice run by Hall.
Going to turn it upfield, and that may be enough for a Hawk 1st down.
I believe it is, Doug. Now they're saying fumble, Doug.
Well, they've got the ball's going the other way.
Oh my goodness! Look at this.
And that's number 21 picking it up and head the other way for that's Weldon Thorpe.
And he's going to be just short of the touchdown. What in the world?
And so I
tell you what, Doug. I thought he was down.
I thought he was down too, but they threw the beanbag, and there's no instant replay, so this is going to stand. This is going to stand. That's a bad break for the Hawks because I actually thought his knee was on the ground.
Well,
and the forward progress had been stopped.
And the officials were right there looking at it, and so unfortunately we don't have instant replay to really look back and see what was going on.
Well, they don't have an instant replay rule in high school anyway.
They don't.
So it's
exactly right.
It's whatever the officials do on the sideline. And we're going to have a timeout, I believe, from Coach Simpson. And Coach Simpson's going to come out there, and he's going to want to talk to the head official. And while they discuss all this, we're going to take a little break and let you hear some from fine sponsors on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on Shentel Cable. So come on back and join us. It's Heritage 21 and the Gretna Hawks 0. We'll be right back.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. You're looking at the Gretna Hawks, and Doug, that's going to be a stunner right there because Hall had picked up the first down, and I think he thought he was down.
Well, I actually thought he was down too. I mean, I don't care who wins the ball game, as long as we have a good game. But I thought he was down also. But the ball went the other way. I didn't even see the fumble because I thought he was down.
No, I didn't either. And this is a big play right here, Doug, because now you're looking at. Do you give it to Hickson? Is he going to get his 12th of the year?
If it don't, I think everybody in the stadium figure Hickson's going to get this football. They got a power formation. Hickson coming to the right side, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And Frankie Hickson has got touchdown number 12.
That's 3 games and 12 touchdowns. That tells me he's scoring 4 touchdowns a game.
Oh, I tell you what, you are a mathematician.
Tell you what, Einstein ain't got nothing on me, brother. All I can tell you is he's a horse, and it's hard to bring him down. And the Gretna Hawks have shot themselves in the foot. Maybe he was down, maybe he wasn't down, but the official said he wasn't, and that's all that counts, unfortunately.
Eric Davis, number 28, coming out to tee it up for the extra point attempt.
And he made his first one.
This is about the one thing that they really haven't been spot on with tonight. The first one went through, but it wasn't good. The next one went through, and that one looks good. That was a little better right there.
It doesn't have to go through by much, but I would say this. They probably don't kick a lot of field goals.
Well, at the rate they're going, they probably don't need to.
All right, 6-13, folks, and we'll come back. Right now, the score is 28 for Heritage, and Gretna has yet to get on the board. Let's see if they can do it when we come back. And we will be back with your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real real Shentel customer.
This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone. My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back to the AliveTV Game of the Week, Heritage and Gretna. And right now, the Heritage Pioneers having their way with the Hawks, 28-0. The Hawks going back to receive the kickoff. Number 2 to receive, Keandre Clemens, and number 9, Javon Bennett. And, Doug, and of course, to do the kicking, Davis.
And I tell you what, Doug, the Gretna fans are not too happy. They have been all over the officials ever since that we went on break.
Yeah, my guess is the officials are going to hear about this one for a long time.
I would think so. All right, here we go.
There's Bennett with the pickup, and he's going to turn it up the field. He's got some running room, but he doesn't have any blockers over on this side.
Just can't get around the Heritage defense, and that tackle made by number 10 for Heritage, who is Sherrod McCray with a nice tackle for the Heritage Pioneers. So now, Doug, you're down 28-0. You got 6:05 left in the first half. You're the Gretna Hawks. You got to get something going. It's starting to remind me of a football game that was played on a Thursday night between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Falcons jumped out to such a big lead. The Buccaneers just had to try to say, okay, let's work on our game rather than try to win the game.
Well, this game is not quite over. I mean,
no, it's not.
It's not over, but the Hawks, if they can score here,
it would help.
It's 5:59 and counting here in the second period. If they can score here, they open up the second half by getting the football. They could make a run and get it down to a couple touchdowns. Then you've got an opportunity. But if they don't do something, I would think on this particular drive, and I said that last time, and they had a good drive going until the fumble, I would think that the game might be over at halftime if it's 28-0.
Well, that's a good possibility, no question about it. But Gretna got another big guy over there, number 75, who was Sharik Kelly. 6'4", 290. I see him standing on the sidelines, Doug. There's some big guys out there.
Hall comes up the field. He's going to get a couple yards up to about the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and about 5 yards for a first down for the Hawks.
You know, I know we're playing football, but when you're talking about basketball, the Hawks have got 3 or 4 guys. Put them in the lineup and give me a guard about 5'4" that can move around. Where they going to score. Hey, guys, we'll get plenty of points.
You're right about that. And it may happen like that. We may see that come basketball season. Tell you what, we ought to keep the lineup to see how many we see come basketball season if we do the Hawks and the Raiders or whatever.
That's a good idea.
Ball this time going to the right side, and we're not going to get a first down out of this one because the quarterback, Hall, was taken down at about the 30-yard line, so he's going to be about 3-4 yards short of the first down.
And you really got to punt it, Doug. You cannot give Heritage the ball with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's close to the goal line, or you're going to be down 35.
I'm a little surprised, though, the Hawks didn't, try a pass play at some point there because I think that they're going to have to pass it a little bit to maybe open up that defensive line. Right now, the defensive line is about 8-person packed in inside of 5 yards.
I think you're right, Doug.
High snap.
And here come the Pioneers, and
that ball's going to be blocked. And it's going to be recovered by the Pioneers at the 8-9 yard line, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be Heritage ball, 1st and 10, inside the 10.
I was trying to see who blocked it, Doug. Is that number 6? Yeah, Gerard Booker with the block, and the high snap is what caused it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Williams did a pretty good job. He's 6'1". He went up pretty good to get that. And he got his fingertips on it, but he just didn't have any chance to get it off.
And the Pioneers in business again, Doug, with the 4:04 left in the first half of play from the 10-yard line. And so far, it's just nothing has gone right for the Gretna Hawks.
No, their visit into the new city stadium is not going to be a pleasant one. They're not going to remember it too well.
No, I think you're right, Doug.
They are going to want to forget it.
Yeah, no question.
4:04.
But I'm
second period of play.
I'm telling you, Doug, this game's not over yet. But if they lose and go to 0-3, do not count the Hawks out for making the playoffs.
Oh, I'm not counting them out. No, with the day and age of the playoff.
And we've got
an interception. It's a turnover for the Hawks coming up with it. And who made the catch in the
Hall? I believe it's Hall, isn't it?
It's number 6, I think it is.
Number 6, and he is a Hall.
Well, Tavis Hall.
Tavis Hall, and that's a big play for Gretna.
That's a big play. It keeps the Pioneers off the scoreboard. They were trying a nice little high corner route to their tall receiver, but I think Hall just went up and got it from him.
Yep, they were trying to get it to Dante Jefferson, who is 6'5", but it was kind of underthrown.
Yeah, if you miss that pass, it's got to be thrown out the end zone.
Coma underthrew it, and Hall came down with a nice interception. So here come the Hawks, new life, 3:58 left in the first half, down 28-0.
So the block punt did not really come back to haunt them. So we got 3 wide outs to the right side. Hall will take the snap, and he's looking downfield. He's going to throw it downfield.
And it's intercepted.
This is going to be intercepted right there, number 1.
That's Jefferson.
Dante Jefferson. So turnabout foul play.
Couldn't catch it on the other end, but catches it on this end, and just like that, the Hawks give it right back to the Heritage Pioneers.
Well, Jefferson is playing center field, and he read that one all the way. If they'd have sent that man over and maybe pump fake, got Jefferson that way and had a drag across the middle was wide open.
Yep, you're exactly right. All right, let's take a quick break, folks. We'll come back. It's 28-0, Heritage over Gretna. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville.
Visit us online.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park, the firefighters competition, and music from all the great bands, bluegrass band competition on Sunday, and good old days in Appomattox, the classic car show, fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
Welcome back, everyone. Heritage Pioneers coming home for offense. 3:50 left in our first half of play. And Doug, back-to-back turnovers, one by Heritage and then one by Gretna. And Heritage trying to put something else on the board in the first half.
This time Hickson will keep the football, and he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play up to about the 43-yard line to bring second down and 7.
And, you know, Coach Brad Bradley, it's really no love lost between Gretna and Coach Brad Bradley, because when he was at William Campbell, they had some barn burners.
They had some barn burners, and Coach Bradley came right on top of them on most of the time and kept Gretna out to playoffs several times.
Yes, he did.
Or knocked Gretna out to playoffs, I should say. So second down, well, about 6 yards to go. This time the inside handoff, and once again
slipped up.
That is number 5, Harsley.
Yeah, Harsley slipped up that time. They'll pick up.
Well, he picked up right 3-4 yards on the play, so it'll be third down and about 2. And that, once again, that was that hard count. And he still got 18 seconds, which is a long time to stay in this formation. But this is that hurry-up offense. You can't substitute. Hickson this time will take the ball left side. He'll get the first down, cross the 50-yard line down to about the 46. So first and 10 for the Pioneers as they once again enter Gretna Hawk territory. We're at 2:38 here in the first half of play. 28-0. The Gretna the Heritage Pioneers on top of the Hawks from Gretna. And now the Hawks are borderline being on about at least 6 quarters without scoring.
Yeah, and that's unusual for the Gretna Hawks.
Tunstall shut them out, and so far the first half shut out tonight. Comer looks downfield.
Hickson,
and got
nice
a little wheel coming out the backfield to Hickson, and Hickson's down to the 24-yard line.
You know, Doug, we keep talking about the players, and you got to say something about Frankie Hickson. I mean, the kid plays defense very well. He runs the ball great. He's got great hands coming out of the backfield, catching the passes. I mean, I have a feeling that Frankie Hickson is going to be playing football on Saturday somewhere.
Well, he's going to be somewhere, but my guess, you may not see him a whole lot more than the second half of tonight's game if things continue to go the way they're going, because they're going to rest him. You got the Seminole District scheduled, you got the playoffs and everything, and the way that the Pioneers are going, ball dropped on the far sideline that time. I'm not sure who the number was, number 19, Carrington Anderson.
It might be.
And so the ball in and out of his hand.
The Heritage Pioneers got that tough Seminole schedule coming up, and I can't wait for Glass and Heritage to play each other. I think that's going to be a super game.
Well, by this time Hickson's going to take it, bulls it down to about the 15-yard line. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Well, talking about that Seminole District schedule, next week over to Amherst County is where the Heritage Pioneers head.
And, you know, Amherst is having some hard times right now, but they still have a quality football team over there.
I mean, they're going to run the spread offense. They got some mirror image of this team right here, so we'll see. Coach Phillips has probably got something laying in wait for Heritage. This time Comer keeps it to the left side. He'll cut it back up the middle, finds a little running room, gets it inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
And, Doug, where are we at next week?
You know, I'm not sure right now.
That's right.
The producer, this was that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of games in the area.
There's not a lot of games in the area. We had a couple we were looking at doing. So I'm not real sure what we've got next week. We may actually be on the bye next week.
We could be.
So, you know, if we're on the bye next week, I might end up over at Jefferson Forest, watch that matchup between Brookville and Forest.
That would probably be a pretty good game.
But I think that's where all the city of Lynchburg is going to be. I tell you, I thought an interesting game tonight that I had to look at on the schedule was over at Alta Vista tonight. The Galax coming into Alta Vista, both teams undefeated. Both teams went deep into the playoffs. In fact, Alta Vista ended up winning the playoffs last year, winning the tournament. So
that'll probably be some pretty good crowd.
So I'm thinking that's one of the better ball games in the area.
Well, you know, Alta Vista Colonel's ranked #1 in the paper in the area.
This time, no, Comer keeps the football, and he gets in on the scoring action, so that's a touchdown Heritage Pioneers from a yard out.
There's less than a minute left in our first half of play, and 34-0, and Heritage go for that extra point again.
I have got to see McCall go up and down the sidelines there quite a few times.
I'm going to tell you what, if Heritage keeps his pace up, it's going to run out of gas before the game is over.
It's 34-0, the extra point coming up, and, of course, number 28 to tee it up is Eric Davis. Number 3 doing the holding, which is very important, is Comer, the quarterback. snap is down, the kick is up, and this one looks like it's
I'm
good.
telling you, Davis is 3 for 3 on the kicks. They don't go very far, they don't go very high, but they're in between the balls.
But maybe it's an extra point kicker. Maybe they got a long kicker, too. We just don't know that.
Possibly. All right, that music means we're going to take a break. It's 35-0. The Heritage Pioneers over the Gretna Hawks. And we'll come back with more of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
Welcome back, everyone. And Doug, on the far side of the field, the Heritage Pioneers, the stands filled up a little bit. And, you say to yourself, looks like a lot of empty seats. Well, you got to remember, you're at City Stadium. There's a lot of seats here.
There's a whole lot of seats, and we were talking about it earlier. It didn't look like very many people there, but if you condense those folks into a couple sections like a lot of stadiums are, it's going to fill it on up. So there's a whole lot more people over there than we think. Ball's down. Gets by Bennett. Bennett picks it up at about the 8-yard line. Now he's going to try to turn it back upfield.
Nowhere to go.
And he's going to end up inside the 15 at about the 13 to 14-yard line.
Once that ball got by him, Doug, and he had to run and get it, the Heritage Pioneers were smelling blood. They've got the speed to get down there and clog it up. And Gretna's going to start from the 14-yard line.
Yeah,
their own 14-yard line with 49 seconds left in our first half. And I don't know. Maybe Gretna can break one.
Well, you never know. They're going to continue to play.
We know Hull broke one early.
And the whole thing is, the Hawks are going to go in down probably 35-0 at halftime unless something strange happens here. Ball handed off up the middle. A pickup of about 4 or 5 yards on a play, but we got a timeout.
Yeah, that's number 19 with
Coach Bradley has called timeout for the Pioneers.
That's number 19, who is DeMonte Haley with the carry.
That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards, so it'll be second and about 5. But the Heritage Pioneers called timeout. I think Coach Bradley is trying to say, okay, defense going to stop, and we're going to get the ball back and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, because Heritage has all 3 of their timeouts, I believe.
Well, they got 2 now because they just called one.
Well, I know that.
Okay.
But they had all 3 of them before they called this one.
Yeah, I believe they did. I don't think they called timeout when they did an extra point a few minutes
ago. All right, well, let's take a break while you believe in it. How about that?
I believe we're going to take a break.
You believe we're going to take a break and believe I'm right. They got 2 left. Here, we'll be right back, folks.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real Shentel customer. This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote. Real Shentel phone. My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
All right, here we go. The Heritage Pioneers, they call timeout. It is 2nd and 5. 4 wideouts for the Gretna Hawks.
Hall will take the snap. He's going to hand it off to the first back through. Once again, that's number 19, Haley. Haley breaks a couple tackles, crosses
He's got enough for the first down, Doug.
And he's going to get up to 28-yard line. Nice running by Haley. The Hawks have shown they can move the football, but only in spurts. They haven't been able to consistently sustain anything.
And Haley's hard to bring down, Doug, number 19, because Devontae Haley is 235 pounds, and that's a load coming out of that backfield.
Well, and the Hawks run it enough with him up the middle to make you have to play honest in the middle to stop that end run that they like to run around on the ends with quite a bit. Once again, there comes the young man over, and he laid a nice hit, number 4, kind of rolled over that time.
Jameek Alexander, I tell you, he got right back up, but I tell you, when you hit an object like that moving, you're going to bounce off of it.
So that's a pickup of about 6 on that play, second down.
I think that's going to be the last play, Doug.
And that looks like the last play of the first half.
So at the end of our first half of play, it's going to be the Heritage Pioneers 35. The Gretna Hawks have yet to score. They'll get the ball back when we come back, and we'll come back with our halftime right after this.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Welcome back to City Stadium, everyone. Jimmy the Lakes, and the Dandy one, Doug Marshall. And Dandy, we talked about it in the pregame, and we talked about that this was going to be a close game. But right now, it is not a close game. The Heritage Pioneers have kind of had their way with the Hawks.
They really have. It's been a couple turnovers that's hurt the Hawks, especially the one on the fumble recovery and return was the big blow because Gretna was moving and probably could have made this thing a little more interesting. On the other hand, the Hawk defense has done little to stop the Heritage Pioneer offense tonight.
Well, the Heritage Pioneer offense, that spread offense, Doug, it's kind of hard to stop it. They have a lot of weapons. And folks, we want to say thanks Scott Wilson Insurance because this is the Scott Wilson Insurance halftime report. Doug, a lot of other good games going on. Don't have the scores of those, but you've got Appomattox playing at Robert E. Lee. That's going to be a very exciting game. Brookville playing Fourth Defiance. That's a very exciting game. Yeah. And we are hoping that the second half of this game might get a little exciting as well. I think that Coach Cole Simpson's going to go in I'm not sure the Hawks are going to be able to come back and win this game, but I think they're going to make a much better showing in the second half.
Well, when you go in at halftime like this, what you've got to do is say, okay, we've lost the first half. This may even cost us a football game, but what we've got to do now is try to regroup. Let's see if we can win the second half. You know, whether they win 14-13 or whether they win 21-20 or however many points they win it by. You know, it's a win. You take what you can get out of it. They want to try to do the things they can do right because they do have the full district season still left to go ahead of them.
And you know, Doug, of course, the score was 21-0 when this happened, but we thought that Hall's knee was down when the fumble occurred, and of course Heritage ran it all the way back to about the half-yard line, and on the next play, Hickson took it in for his third touchdown of the night.
It has kind of been the Frankie Hickson show tonight, although Perry Comer, the quarterback, has had some good throws tonight also. He's had some really good runs also. So the Hawks have got to find a way to slow down that offense of the Heritage Pioneers, and of course, there's been a couple other teams that Heritage have played this year that tried the same thing, and it didn't quite work for them either.
You're exactly right. Now, folks, you say Gretna Hawks 0-2, getting ready to be 0-3. Don't worry about that. I'm telling you, the Hawks are going to make the playoff. They have a lot of size and a lot of speed, and once they get on level playing ground with teams about the same size, Doug, I look for the Hawks to really excel.
Well, you think about it. Gretna is a 2A football team playing a 3A school. They're going to get points regardless for whether we win or lose tonight. They would have got a lot more naturally winning. But even losing, they're going to come up with some good points for just playing the Heritage Pioneers into another division. And so that'll help them come playoff situation. Plus, like the coach said earlier, Coach Simpson mentioned, he says we want to play up so we know what type of level football, what we've got. So when we get to the playoffs, we know what we got to do.
And it should make you a better team in the long run.
Oh, yes, I agree with you.
And, of course, Coach Brad Bradley, he knows how good the Gretna Hawks really can be. I mean, he's been around them for a long time back when he was over at William Campbell. There's no love lost, I'm sure, between Gretna and Bradley or Bradley and Gretna. So, you know, I look for the Pioneers to put in some of the second string in the second half, but I still look for them to try to score.
Oh, yeah, well, the intensity level on the Heritage Pioneers, no matter who goes into the ball game, they're going to try to put points on the board, and that's what they're supposed to do, whether it's first string, second, third, fourth, whoever comes off the bench. The Gretna Hawks, on the other hand, they want to try to put points on the board, and I'm sure you're going to see some different players in the ball game too, because you don't want to get key players hurt for the road coming up.
Exactly right. All right, this has been the Scott Wilson Insurance Halftime Report. We want to thank Scott Wilson Insurance. If you're looking for some great rates, try Scott Wilson right there in Appomattox. They can get you the rate that you need. They do a great job.
They do a great job, and we thank Denny Drinkett who set this thing up, and we got him talking to doing this tonight.
And we
thank the whole everybody at Scott Wilson.
We certainly do appreciate that. So it's 35-0 Heritage over Gretna, but Gretna will get the ball back when we come back in the second half, and we'll have that right after this.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
And welcome back, everyone, to City Stadium. And, Doug, you know, again, thanks Scott Wilson Insurance for doing the halftime report. And right now we're going to talk a little bit about a big event coming up in the Appomattox area on October 11th and 12th, and that is the Railroad Festival, sometimes called Railroad Day. But it's really 2 days, so you have to call it a festival. And, folks, if you like music, if you like food, if you like crafts, if you like a parade, or if you like just getting together with your friends, neighbors, or meeting new people, the Railroad Festival is the place to be, Doug, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, it's just like a homecoming. Everybody comes back to Railroad Festival, and you know, walk down the parade line, you walk down the street, you meet your friends, and you might not have seen them for a year ago, but they all came back to the Railroad Festival, and that's what they do. It's like a homecoming, a big reunion, and it's got lots of interesting things this year. We got some name bands coming in.
Oh, and tell them who's going to be there, Doug?
One of my favorite groups, Exile.
And because you got to be back from the 70s in order to know who they are.
Well, that's true, but I think all you got to do is listen to some of the songs they play, and it'll bring back old memories.
A lot of top 40 hits by that group,
exactly.
Exile. And Doug, of course, we will be there for the parade on Saturday.
I wouldn't know what to do on a Saturday morning if we didn't do it.
And we'll be taking to the streets and asking folks, hey, what do you like about Railroad Day? Is it the food? Is it the music? Is seeing the Lexington and Dandy one on the street? Hopefully that will be your answer. I don't know.
I know what you like.
But I love the food. And that will come up quite a bit. And I can't wait, Doug, to talk to that elderly gentleman I talk to every year about the Lakester and the Dandy one. That should be interesting.
Yeah, that elderly guy you always find. He's kind of speechless at times, but you manage to drag it out of him, don't you?
I work it out of him as best I can. And folks, don't forget about this now. Make a week of it if you have to, or a long weekend. You've got the National Park down there, Doug.
That's right.
You also have the Museum of the Confederacy, and then of course you have Railroad Festival on Saturday and Sunday with great bands. Fireworks on Saturday night. Doesn't cost you a dime to go to them. Fireworks on Saturday night. Great food, great crafts, great fellowship. We'll see you at Railroad Festival on October 11th and 12th. I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there too.
So say hi.
Say hi to us.
We'll be back with the rest of this game. Again, it's 35-0 Heritage over Gretna, and we'll be back right after this.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park, the firefighters competition, and music from all the great bands, bluegrass band competition on Sunday, and good old days in Appomattox, the classic car show, fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakester again, and Cedar Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, Cedar Line does the job right. And don't forget, Cedar Line has guaranteed credit. Cedar Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try Cedar Line.
Visit us online.
Welcome back, everyone, to City Stadium. Halftime is over, and we get ready to start the second half. Jimmy the Lakester and the Dandy one, Doug Marshall, along with the entire live TV crew. And Doug, Gretna really does need to get something going now. Here's the kickoff.
It's going to be an end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce
out of bounds. And
so
that's a big plus.
The Hawks will get it up about the 35-yard line.
That's good field position for the Hawks to start. I'm sure Coach Cole Simpson of the Hawks has been in and said, guys, look, the game's not over yet. We could still make a comeback, but even if we don't, let's play our game. Let's get ready for the next one.
Well, you know, they've got to pretend it's nothing on the scoreboard. We're going to win the second half.
Exactly.
And
I'm
sure,
right.
And I'm sure that Coach Bradley has probably said, okay, it's nothing. We're going out. We got to win the second half. You know, we won the first half. Let's win the second half. So we're going to see two teams that are still going to try to pose each other's will. Running the football, number 19, had a lot of success running in the first half as DeMonte Haley. He was one of the shining stars in the first half for the Gretna Hawks.
And, Doug, if they can get Haley on track, that's going to break it loose a little bit for Hall coming out of the backfield at the quarterback position running the ball as well.
Well, you know, the Hawks are going to have to mix it up a little bit. They're going to have to do some running. They're going to have to do some throwing. Now, like you said, will they win this football game? My guess is probably not. But they can make some inroads and get ready for the future games.
Hall cuts it up, doesn't quite get to the first down stick.
It's going to be third down, about a yard to go.
And I think this is when I give it to my big guy coming out of the backfield, DeMonte Haley at 5'8", 235, Doug. I think I get a good snap. I hand it to him, take it off tackle somewhere, and pick up that first down.
Find your biggest guard, your biggest lineman, and go right behind him.
We're looking at a sneak right here, and
but Hall's going to take it up over the right side, going to get it up to about the 33-yard line, maybe 32, depends on where they spot it. But first down and 10 for the Gretna Hawks as they.
And see, dude, what you want is you want to get in that situation where it's like 2nd and 1. Run that same formation and then throw out of it, perhaps, get a big play.
Kind of an odd-looking set here. We've got 3 wide receivers on the left side of the field stacked up in an I formation, one to the wide side of the field and then one backfield with Haley. And this time running the football is Hall, and he was met in the backfield, but he broke loose and crossed midfield to about the 45, 46-yard line. Nice first down.
That's a pretty good run. We've got somebody
hurt laying on the field.
I believe that's a Pioneer that's down. So we'll try to figure out who that is, and while we're doing that, we'll take a quick break and come back. Just starting our second half, 10-19 left in the third quarter, 35-0 Heritage over Gretna. We'll be right back.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
Welcome back, everyone. That was Jefferson, Doug.
Dante Jefferson came up off the bottom of the pile. And we were discussing it. This is a game where the Pioneers have probably got it in hand. They probably got their starters in right now. But at some point, they're going to start filtering in and taking some of their key players out of the game.
Yeah, Jefferson went off the field under his own power. They have to.
Yeah, it looked like he got a stinger or something on his shoulder. I think he's going to be okay. But the medical staff will check him out, and we'll see if he comes back in a little bit later. We're at 10 minutes here in the third quarter. Second down about 5, and Haley goes up the middle. He's going to spin up close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it.
And right now, Doug, Gretna's got something going. Maybe they should have ran a little bit more of this in the first half.
Well, this is something they tried to run in the first half. When they were down 21-0, then the fumble took place. 21-7, they still were down, but it looked a lot better than 28-0.
Yeah, and that was a big play. That fumble was a big play, Doug.
It was, and we got a first down, so they're going to move the chains.
So it was close enough for them to take a second look at, and that will be a first down for the Gretna Hawks.
Hall will call the signals. Hall this time handed off in motion, number 15, Rashawn Taylor. Taylor turns up the right side, but we got a flag on the play.
Doug, and usually from that official throwing it, it is usually on the offense.
It's usually a holding.
Hit by number 4, Jameek Alexander.
And it was a nice run, too.
It was a nice run. He got some good yardage out of it. It was a little mix-up that time. And it's kind of stretching that defense from side to side and not letting them bunch up to stop Haley. But we're going to march the ball back 10 yards.
And it is a hold, I believe, Doug.
Holding penalty. So it'll bring up from the point of the foul that must happen right at the 40-yard line. So back it up 10 yards. It'll be a first down at about 18 yards. Now, the Hawks overcame a 1st and 20 in the first half. We'll see if they can do that here in the second half. Same play coming this way. Number 15 once again with the football. That is Rashawn Taylor.
Might have got a yard on the play.
And Taylor this time is going to get about a yard. That they're going to mark it at the 49-yard line of the Heritage Pioneers. It'll be second down at about 17 for a first down. Now they actually put it on the 50, so they didn't pick up anything.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out to game number 11, Andrew Wilson. There's been some rather significant hits out there tonight. Have you know those linemen are laying the level?
Yeah, it's a pretty good sized guys out there.
Dropping back, Hall looks downfield.
And he's going long with it.
He's looking to throw it in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Tavis Hall.
And I tell you, Hall with some nice separation there, Doug. Slowed down just a little bit to get some separation from number 8, who is Travis Claxton. And I tell you, he almost made the play.
He almost came up with that play.
And that's what you teach your receivers, okay? You run down the field, you're looking for the ball, you slow down just a little bit, you let the defender kind of brush against you, then you push away.
And we've got a timeout on the far sidelines from the Heritage Pioneers. I think they had a little defensive mix-up. And Coach Meadows doesn't look like he's real happy about the whole situation. So with a third down and about 18 yards coming up, we're going to come right back on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. Once again, the score is 35 for the Pioneers and 0 for the Hawks. We're coming back. You come on back and join us.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real Shentel customer. This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone.
My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Gretna Hawks with a 3rd and 20, Doug? Yeah.
3rd and 18.
Okay, 3rd and 18. Close enough. 8:10 left in the third period of play.
But if you get 20, you'll get a first down.
There you go.
Ball fake, handed off, in around. Problem is, the quarterback forgot to do any blocking. If he had, I think we'd have had a good thing because there's Bennett. Right. Javon Bennett on a nice run gets it back inside the 40.
And I think the Hawks will go for this, Doug.
Well, you know, it was an old double reverse. Number 15 got the football, was headed right. Rashawn Taylor, he flipped it back to Bennett. Bennett coming around, but you know, the quarterback Hall could have thrown one good block. It would have probably sprung him.
Well, Bennett had to slow down and push Hall into the defender to try to get the block.
So it's a 4th down and about 7 yards to go for a first down. Hall dropping back, heavy rush, throwing downfield.
Oh,
nice catch that time by Bennett, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Gretna Hawks. Nice throw that time. Javon Bennett coming, that is number 9, Javon Bennett coming up with a catch.
That's a nice throw and a nice catch, and again, good separation by Bennett. And who did he beat, Doug? Jameek Alexander, number 4.
So 35-6, and the Hawks will attempt the extra point. And of course, Andrew Williams, the place kicker and his the kicking specialist for the Hawks coming out. He's the punter and the place kicker. So that's the first points the Heritage Pioneers are giving up in 7 quarters. Down, extra point up, and that's a good-looking kick right there. So the new score now, the Heritage Pioneers 35, the Gretna Hawks 7. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on Shentel Cable.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park, the firefighters competition, and music from all the great bands, bluegrass band competition on Sunday, and good old days in Appomattox, the classic car show, fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
Welcome back, everyone. And the Danny one was asking Lakester, do you try an onside kick right here? And I'm not sure you do, Doug.
What do you got to lose?
Well, you don't have anything to lose, but right now what you want to do is try to establish yourself on both offense and defense. I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to kick an onside kick.
No, I'm like you. I don't think it'll happen right now, but if they were to score again, I'd look forward to to happen. It's 7:19 to go. That was the best of both of the world right there for the Hawks right there to come out and score. That's a nice low kick picked up at the 15-yard line, and that's coming back up the field. And that is going to be bad news because number 5, Cameron Harsley, made a nice move up the field. No flags on the play. That's a touchdown.
And Doug, I don't know if you saw it or not.
The Heritage Pioneers.
I don't know if you saw it or not, but 2 Gretna defenders ran into each other, knocked each other down, and the next thing you know, number 5, Harsley was gone up the middle.
Well, he got the football, and he did exactly what you're supposed to. You came up the middle quick. He hit a little gap and gone. I mean, he made one little juke move about the 40-yard line, and that was all she wrote.
Nobody was going to catch him.
Nobody was going to catch him.
The punter was the kickoff, I should say, was the last man to have a chance, and he just juked him right out of his shoes.
Well, I've never known many kickers to be able to make really good tackles.
Well, they're not supposed to be able to make good tackles. They're a kicker, Doug, not a tackler.
Extra point attempt coming up from Eric Davis. And let's see, we got I
believe some type of illegal substitution on
the Heritage Pioneers. So now we're going to back up this extra point attempt. Well, now they've got a choice maybe to take it on the extra point attempt or to take it at the kickoff. I believe they're going to take the penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But I tell you, the man's been squeaking it through.
Davis was going to now the holder this time is a little different. Carrington Anderson. The extra point is
he made it.
Yep, got it through there. So the new score now with 7:06 to go here in the third period of play. It's 42 for the Pioneers, 7 for the Hawks, and we're coming right back with the kickoff of the Pioneers right after this.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, the Gretna Hawks, Doug. Momentum really slipped away, and that penalty must have been on Gretna, Doug.
It must have been. Maybe there was a jump all sides again, and they backed him down. But anyway, the Keandre Clements along with Javon Bennett back deep for the Hawks at about their 15-yard line. And, of course, once again, to do the kicking is Eric Davis, number 28 for the Heritage Pioneers. And we were discussing that onside kick. I expect they probably wish they'd have done it now.
Yeah, you're probably right.
This is Bennett this time. Will take it over there about the 15, coming back to the middle of the field. And he cuts it back up the middle. He gets a nice running room. He's still dragging people up across the 30-yard line. Nice return to the 31. Be 1st and 10 for the Gretna Hawks at that point.
And Doug, he's dragging them because the Heritage Pioneers are ripping at that ball, trying to knock it loose. And sometimes what happens is you pay more attention to the ball than you do the man running the ball.
So the Gretna Hawks now looking at a 1st down and 10. Still got a 35-point deficit. They were down 35-0 at halftime, came out and scored.
And Doug, somebody's going off on the stretch over there on the sidelines, and I have not seen number 1 come back in the game. Have you?
It may be him going to get checked out.
But he did walk off under his own power.
Well, sometimes when they take you in on the stretcher, if it's a shoulder injury or whatever, they're going to put you on the stretcher to take you in the ambulance. So that could be the thing. Looks like whoever it is setting up in it. But that was an incomplete pass to the right side. I think that was intended for Haley coming over to the backfield. So to bring up 2nd down and about 10 yards to go. This time the pitch over to number 6. That is Tavis Hall. Hall picks up about 3-4 yards at most, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, 23, Christian Scott, and number 4, who is Jameek Alexander, both in on the tackle that time for the Heritage Pioneers.
Actually a pickup of a couple, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. The Hawks in the hurry-up offense, and this is, their style of offense is hurry up. Well, why would you hurry up? You're already down this much when you want the clock to run. Well, to get back in the game, you've got to try to score quickly. But you let the clock roll. 5:37. The second half score is 7-7 though, so the Hawks and Pioneers are even for the second half. Throw downfield. Low intended down about, I believe number 12.
Yeah, he was open.
No, number 15 right there, intended receivers, Rashawn Taylor.
Yeah, and Taylor was open to start with, but Hall was just a little late getting that ball to him.
4th down and 8, so in will come Andrew Williams to do the punting. And back deep for the Pioneers is number 8, Travis Claxton, and number 5, the man who just took it to the house, Cameron Harsley.
Pretty good kick.
Nice punt. Will hit about to 35 and will go down inside the 25. So a good Gretna bounce. The ball will be down at the 25. So 1st and 10 for the Heritage Pioneers. When we return, 42-7. The Pioneers on top of the Hawks. We're coming back.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Shentel customer. This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone.
My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
And we're back at City Stadium, everyone. The Heritage Pioneers getting ready to open up. Is this their first series, Doug, of the second half?
Yes,
I believe it is.
Yeah, I believe it is.
And they got a new quarterback in the game.
Back deep.
Oh, he got hit hard, but look at wide open.
Oh, wide open. I tell you what,
wow.
number 12, Landon Farrell, the new quarterback, stood in, knew he was going to get hit, and threw the ball and dropping it. Carrington Anderson.
Wow.
And he was behind everybody.
Yes, and a great throw because, let me tell you something, Landon Farrell, number 12, he got nailed by Gretna.
Oh, he got popped. I didn't catch who hit him, but he was hit about the time he stepped up into the pocket to throw.
And that was a nice throw.
This time Farrell's going to do something like hand the ball off up the middle.
That's Hickson again.
And I didn't know that Hickson's still in the game. Yep, sure is. Hickson that time still in the game. So he picks up about 7 yards on the play, 3rd down and 3. You know, when in doubt, a quarterback can look good when you hand the ball off to Hickson.
Yeah, absolutely, no question about it.
I'll tell you what, I was impressed though. Farrell let that ball go, and he was right on the money.
He got nailed.
He was right on the money with that a moment ago. I'm just surprised it is not another 7 points on the board right now for the Heritage Pioneers. This time to fake, the throw, and that's caught. This time down at about the 47, 48-yard line, 1st down and 10, and that time catching the ball, number 13, John Jefferson.
And I believe, Doug, Jefferson is the one that dropped the ball earlier.
Okay, could have been. I could have got the numbers mixed up.
I believe it was.
Would not be the first time tonight. So 1st and 10, 3 minutes to go, 3rd period. It's a 42-7 lead. The Pioneers come out winging it. Ball thrown over to Harsley.
Look at this.
Harsley turns up the field. He is probably going to score a touchdown, but we have a flag down.
Doug.
We have a flag down.
Let's go. Ty Tracy's going to get something called on him, number 9. Whether it's an illegal block, a hold, or something.
There's a flag on the play, and this is going to go. And we'll see what the preliminary signal is. Probably a hold, most likely, or illegal block in the back, something along that line. And let me see what the official's signal is. And they go holding.
Yeah, it
so
looks like a hold, Doug.
So they're going to hold it and take it back.
But Doug, I'll tell you something. I really like this kid, number 12, Landon Farrell. He's a junior, but he has a strong arm on him.
Well, he gets the ball around. He throws it around a little bit, and he may have a little better arm. I can't believe he's any better arm than Perry Comer. This is the quarterback for next year. And, this is Coach Bradley trying to get ready for next year, looking ahead. Because Comer's a senior, so when you got a game at 42-7, you might as well.
If Comer gets hurt, you want somebody in there that can do the job, and he's showing that he can do it.
So that pass play that time picked up probably about 7-8 yards. Brings up 2nd down at about 12 yards. They need Pioneers need to get to the 49-yard line for a 1st down. We're coming up on 2:10 and counting. In motion this time, hands the ball off to the man in motion. I believe that's number 2, Jalen Martin. And Martin is going to cross the 45-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Heritage Pioneers. And with this spread offense, when you put people in motion, you just don't know who's going to get the football. I mean, the defense really has to stay at home and look, and all you got to do is have a second by staying at home, and you can be done for.
Well, that's why they call it the spread, because it spreads the defense out. It should make more holes out there that your running backs and receivers can get through. 2 men in motion. That's
yeah, we got 2 men in motion.
That'll be a flag,
time.
doesn't it? Yeah, here comes the flag
They
now.
finally threw it over on the far side. 2 men in motion. You cannot have that in high school football or college football or even professional football.
Right.
The CFL, Canadian Football League, will let you do it.
Well, the CFL, you can start 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You have a running start when the ball is snapped.
But this is going to be a 5-yard pace-off, and it'll bring up 3rd down and probably about 7 yards for a 1st down. So the Pioneers, 2 big penalties thus far on this particular drive, but they still got a chance to pick up a 1st down with 3rd and 7 yards.
Of course, the CFL, folks, we mean the Canadian Football League. There's some good players up there, though, Doug.
Yeah, a whole lot of college players from this way. Pass downfield. That is caught by number 2, Jalen Martin, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Pioneers in Gretna Hawk territory at about the 40-yard line. And we've got a player who's coming up slow right here for the Gretna Hawks, and so the medical staff will be coming out to check on him. And while they check on him, we'll take a little break here on the AliveTV Game of the Week. We'll be back in just a moment after we check on the injured player.
Hello, everyone. Jimmy the Lakes again. And C-Line Automotive and Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park, the firefighters competition, and music from all the great bands, bluegrass band competition on Sunday, and good old days in Appomattox, the classic car show, fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
All right, the Heritage Pioneers coming back onto the field, and Mr. Mr. Baines, number 55.
But Quentin Bain came over to the sideline. He's shaking an injury off it. And big man right there to get hurt, 6'4", 260. He's a 12th grader. Senior lineman there for the Hawks. I think you'll probably see him again before the night's over. First down and 10 for the for the Pioneers.
Hickson got popped pretty good.
And Frankie Hickson picks up a couple yards, but he got hit pretty good. Number 30, I believe it is.
Actually, number 71 is the one that made the tackle, Doug. Chandre Chambers, 6'2", 6'3", 303 pounds. That guy moves pretty good to be that big.
Second down and 9, pickup of 1 on the play for Hickson. Once again, new quarterback for the Heritage Pioneers is Landon Farrell.
And, the Pioneers have run a lot of time off on this drive.
This time Farrell will drop. He'll throw it out to the sideline.
Open again.
Open on any flats on the sideline. And that zone defense, all you got to do is go down and sit in it, and you find some gaps in it all the time. Once again, number 13, that's John Jefferson.
And, Doug, Farrell, very strong arm, gets rid of the ball quick. It's a tight pass. It's not floating at all. He's throwing it pretty good.
He had the one drop right off the bat, but he's been pretty much on target since he's been in. And this is probably the last play if it gets off.
I don't think they'll run
I don't think they're going to run it with under 5 seconds to go. Coach Bradley's going to say, let's just stop and let's go into.
That's going to be it. The end of the third quarter with the Heritage Pioneers up 42-7. But, Doug, if you only play halves, it's a 7-7 game.
Yeah, and that's the way we got to look at it. So, new ball game, right? 42-7. We're coming back on the AliveTV game of the week. We're going to have the Fast and Furious fourth quarter in just a moment. So come on back and join us.
Hometown Pharmacy in Appomattox is a friendly, professional neighborhood pharmacy, providing a great alternative to the typical chain or grocery drugstore experience. We pride ourselves in being a neighborhood pharmacy that's dedicated to the total health of our customers. We offer a large variety of your healthcare needs. We also have a copy center for your digital camera prints, as well as greeting cards and some great gift ideas. When you call or stop by, you get to speak with one of our friendly employees that will provide you with personalized service. Come on in, we'll make you feel at home.
Concord Automotive Service Center is open and wants to help you with your general automotive needs. We are located on Highway 460 West in Concord, Virginia, specializing in oil changes, tire rotation, air conditioning service, tire sales, and just about any general automotive need you may have. So please stop by and join the rest of our many friends who have learned that Concord Automotive Service Center is the place to stop for your automotive needs. Call us at area code 434-993-2777. That's 993-2777.
Cavalier Tours on an affordable short trip. September 14th through the 16th, Dover, Delaware, St. Michael's, and Annapolis, Maryland. October 18th and 19th, autumn in the West Virginia mountains. November 14th through the 16th, Tennessee Mountain Christmas. November 22nd and 23rd, Christmas in Colonial Williamsburg and Virginia Beach. December 4th through the 7th, Christmas in New York City. December 13th and 14th, Christmas in Old Town Alexandria and Washington, D.C. For all your family vacation needs, contact Cavalier Tours.
Welcome back to City Stadium as we start the fourth quarter. Fast and Furious action. We're looking at a first down and 10 for the Pioneers. Ball at the Gretna Hawk 25-yard line. And Farrell will look across the middle, and that ball thrown behind the intended receiver. And number 9 for the Hawks.
I thought it was number 6, Doug.
Javon Bennett is going to be thinking about that one for a while.
Yeah, I believe it was 6, Doug. Who was Gerard Booker,
number 9.
I can't make that number out from here. Maybe it is upside down 6. I
saw him when he turned his back a moment ago, so I know for sure that's who it was. Take my word for it. Have I ever led you astray?
Yes, many times. I'm gonna look to make sure.
This time the ball handed off to Harsley over the right side. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play down to about the 21-yard line.
I hate to say it, Doug, but you were right. It is number 9.
Thank you. I mean, you know.
It don't happen very often, folks. It does not happen very often.
You know, I try to help him out, and he just is unbelievable.
Well, you gotta realize who I'm supposed to be believing in.
And we're gonna have offside by the Hawks.
What
is this, about the 4th or 5th time?
At least. And that was number 8 that time, who was Chance Harris.
And Lakester, you know, the pick show that I do on Friday mornings, I'm going to try to see if I can have a special guest next week.
Well, I think if you have the guests I think you're thinking about, the ratings on the show should certainly go up. No question about it.
Do you have any idea who that guest could be?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have a real good idea who it could be.
Me too. Ball handed off up the middle. That's going to be a first down for Harsley as he crosses the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Pioneers. Ball will be spotted around the 6-yard line.
The question is, can the radio station stand both of us on there at the same time?
You know, I'm not real sure. We're going to find out, though.
It should be very interesting.
It will be. Ball handed off up over the left side of the line.
Whoa, nice tackle.
And we got a flag on the play, so we might have another holding penalty. Yes, the preliminary signal is holding. So that's going to back the Heritage Pioneers up. So the Lakester and the Dandy one will take the primetime show to WLNI Radio for the pick show that comes up on Friday morning, 7:05 if y'all interested. So
7:05.
Yeah, you got to get up.
I'll be up. You
got to get up early, man.
I'll already be up, roaring, and ready to go.
You just can't wait to put me down, I'm sure.
I'm just waiting for the phone call, baby.
No, you're going to have to do the phone call.
Well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to be on the radio so I can tell them all about the Dandy one.
You could fumble, and the ball jumped off.
It's still loose, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to come up with it. The Hawks have an opportunity.
The Hawks say they have it.
Yeah, it looks like to me they do have it. So turnover at 9:44 to go. That ball went up in the air pretty good. That was a jump ball.
It did. It almost looked like a pass, didn't it?
So the Hawks stopped the Pioneers at about the 15-yard line on the turnover. And so the Hawks will come out and see if they can get something going. It's 42-7, the actual score, but we're 7-7 for the second half.
Yeah, second half's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a real good ball game second half. And the Hawks have got to, enjoy that now. This time the ball handed off, coming up the middle.
Is that Haley again?
That's Haley. Bulls his way up to the 30-yard line.
For a man to be that big and have 235 pounds, he has got some speed.
Yeah, he hit that hole pretty quick. And with that speed and as big as he is, it's hard to bring down.
I'm telling you, these Gretna Hawks are going to pose some problems when they start playing teams in that Dogwood District.
When they get into Dogwood District competition, they're going to have they're going to create some difficulties. Right now we have an equipment malfunction here, I believe, on one of the helmets. You got to have that chin strap buckled. And if they can't get it buckled here in just a second, the referee is going to say, okay, you got to report out the game.
And you got to have that mouthpiece in, Doug.
Yeah, number 55, once again, he's got the helmet problem, Quentin Bain. He went down with an injury here a few minutes ago, but it's nice to see him back in the ball game. This time the ball handed off up over the left side. I believe number 11, Andrew Wilson. Wilson picks it up to the 35-yard line. That's about a 5-yard pickup. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. The Hawks moved the football against the Pioneers in the first half. They had a couple turnovers. They had a penalty or two. That kind of shot themselves in the foot, and that's how the score got out of hand early. This time the ball coming up over the right side.
Another flag, Doug. That's right in there where Holden's
It's going to be a first down.
Or block below the waist.
Keandra Clemens picked up the first down, but an illegal block below the waist will move the ball back 10 yards from that spot. So it could bring up about a 2nd and 15. And I saw several of these blocks below the waist in the professional game. What they do, if you've got a blocker tied up and all the man goes down below the knee, it protects the knees.
That's saying the block below the waist.
So it's like an illegal chop block is what it is. So it's going to back up the Gretna Hawks about 10 yards down to about the 25. So now they got to regain ground that they've already gained.
Yep, they're backing them up.
They got him down to the 20, so that's actually going to be about 2nd and 20. They need to go to the 40, so from the 20 to the 40, see if my math's not right. That's 20 yards.
Yep, even you.
Even me, I can figure that one out.
You can figure it out.
I can figure that one out. Anybody can figure it out, right? And that play is only going to get about 1 or 2 of it, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and long, about 18 yards for a first down. Coming up on the 8-minute mark of the ball game.
And it seems like it will be a definite throwing down for the Gretna Hawks. Now, Hall has showed he's got a pretty strong arm.
Yes, you are correct.
Bennett does a good job getting separation from the defensive back.
Was a nice pass they threw for the touchdown. Hall to Bennett. Need about 18 yards for a first down. Hall drops back. Having to scramble for him. Well, he puts it under his arm and takes off up the field. Cuts it back to about the 36, 37 yard line.
Doug, I say you go for it.
Well, I imagine the Hawks will.
You're talking about
so it'll be
4th and 2.
4th and 2, you're exactly right. Number 6 making his stop that time for the Pioneers, Gerard Brooker. Big play for the Hawks here to keep the drive alive. Ball handed off, and everybody thought that the young man would get it. Number 19, DeMonte Haley. And Haley goes across the 40-yard line.
It's close, though, Doug. It's close. It's a right foot, left foot deal.
Well, both of the feet are standing on the 40, and if he got to the 40-yard line, it's a first down.
That's saying good.
So the Hawks overcame the penalty, picked up the first down, 7 minutes to go. And the Hawks were the 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Hall will keep it
Hall
again.
will keep it this time. He'll break a couple tackles. He'll get across the 40 to about the 43. We're looking at about a 3rd down and 7 yards to go. So the Hawks, once again, they still running. They've got the spread. They've got the 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the near side. And the throw out to number 2, that's Clemens. Clemens is going to get up to about the 45-yard line, and that is all.
Maybe pick up a couple of yards.
So bringing up a 3rd down at about 5.
And coming up on the 6-minute mark in a 4th period of play. Again, the score, Heritage 42 and the Gretna Hawks 7. But if you count the second half, it is 7-7. And that's what we're doing right now.
Ball hands off. It is coming up over the right
side.
Nice
run.
And that is number 19. That's
20,
number 20.
Is that 21?
That's 20. That's 21. Jaquan Logan.
That's the first time I remember him running the ball tonight.
That's the first time I've seen him, but he did a right good job doing it.
He did.
Down to the Heritage Pioneer 43-yard line. And we're under 6 minutes to go here in 4th period. Once again, coming up the middle, that's Logan once again.
Logan's pretty quick. Once he hits that hole, Doug, he's got some speed.
Jaquan Logan, the Hawks are still moving some people off in line up front. Now, we don't know how many newcomers and new jerseys are in the game for the Heritage Pioneers, but still, they're opening some holes up for those running backs.
Yeah, I think you probably got a lot of second stringers in there, but that's okay. These guys know how to play the game, too. Can't take anything away from the Gretna Hawks right now. They're moving it.
They are moving the football. Ball at the 32. It's 1st and 10. This time Hall's going to keep it.
That's a nice play.
And he's going to pitch the ball out. And that's going to be an incomplete forward pass as that ball did go forward. That's the only thing that saved the Hawks on that one.
Yep, exactly right. Blasting through there for the Heritage Pioneers, number 21, who is Weldon Thorpe.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10. It's kind of like that shuffle pass that, it's a nice, safe little play.
And if it's incomplete, and if it's dropped, it's an incomplete pass.
That's right.
It's not a lateral.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10. This time the ball's going to go off to, that's Logan once again, number 21.
But right now, Logan is the workhorse on this drive.
And he gets it down to the 25, so to bring up 3rd down and about 3.
Doug, I'm looking at the Gretna Hawks lineup. Bennett, I see Bennett over there, number 9. He's on the sidelines. Haley's on the sidelines. So, the Hawks probably some second stringers in there as well.
And number 5 this time, Hall is going to take it up over the kind of center of the line, left half of the line. That should be enough for a first down. It's going to be real close. That right foot, left foot once again.
Head officials looking at it. You know, we had a measurement all year, I don't think, Doug, until now.
Well, yeah, we're going to get one now. And
now, if I recall right, this is the first measurement we've had all year long in the games that we've done.
I don't know. He might be a little bit short of this. I don't know. I can't really get a feel for where the chains are on the sideline.
You got to make a call.
I think it's going to be short.
Well, I guess you do now because I already stretched it out.
I said I didn't think he had it, though, a minute ago.
Oh, I tell you, folks.
I did. I really did. Replay it.
Nobody realizes exactly what I have to deal with.
Go to the replay booth.
Every Friday night.
Well, you know, we may have a bye next week. We may not be doing any game next week, so you won't have to worry about me next Friday.
My prayers may be answered.
Yeah.
But you know,
maybe we won't have that special guest on.
We may not be on TV, but
we may not have that special guest.
We may have some controversy on the radio.
We may not have that special guest.
Well, I think you're just scared the ratings are going to go up.
4th down and about a half a length of a football. And I think the Heritage Pioneers are going to return the favor and jump off sides.
I think they are, and that's going to make it a first down.
Yeah, so a nice hard count that time, so Hall kind of returned the favor. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Gretna Hawks as they go inside the 20-yard line of the Pioneers at the 18. Nice long sustained drive. They beat some clock up down to 3:57 and counting. This time ball handed off to Haley. Haley rumbles, and touchdown, Haley. DeMonte Haley, 18 yards out.
You know that probably Coach Simpson for Gretna went in at halftime and said, guys, let's go out and let's win the second half. That's what we can do is go out and win the second half. And right now, they all win the second half, 13-7.
You're exactly right. Well, that's the way you got to look at it. You got to come out and say it's a 0-0 game. See what you can do the second half with them. Okay, they're up 13-7 right now. The extra point could make it 14. Andrews will kick it, will tee it up, and the extra point is up, and it looks mighty good.
It is. Well, they haven't. I guess it was. Well, finally they said it was good.
They signaled it was good. Finally, yes.
I mean, we knew it was good, but we were waiting to see what they said.
Yeah, it's good. Finally, the other official raised his hand, so now it's official. Both of them said it's good.
42-14, Heritage over Gretna, but in the second half, it's Gretna 14, Heritage 7. We'll be back with 3:47 left on our live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
I'm a real Shentel customer. This is a real house.
This is a real nice town.
This is a real good video.
This is my real big wrench.
This is my real Shentel internet.
It's really fast.
Real Shentel remote.
Real Shentel phone. My real Shentel bill.
It's real economical.
I'm really doing my homework.
This is my real Shentel guy.
She's my real Shentel customer.
He's real nice.
Real value for real life from the one provider that calls this place home.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome back, everyone. And the Danny one reminded me, it looks like Gretna may be trying an onside kick. At least Hurgis thinks they're going to.
Yeah, they're actually thinking they are. 3:47 to go. Because we know it's not enough time to dig out of a 42-14 deficit, but they may be trying something for a little bit later down the road.
It would be the greatest comeback in the history of football, I think. Well, they'll kick it away.
Little kick down, number 2 for the Pioneers will pick up the football, and that is Jalen Martin. Martin's going to come back up the field, going to get hit and popped at about the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Heritage Pioneers at that point.
And during that time making the tackle was number 11, who's Andrew Wilson. It shook him up just a little bit. They collided pretty good. But anyway, let's talk about how you can watch the game if you don't have Shentel cable. So folks that have Shentel cable watching this game,
like me,
you have Shentel cable.
Yes, I do. Right. I'll watch it.
Let your friends know that you can watch it on YouTube. So you say, well, how do we watch it on YouTube? Well, what you do, you go to ITGM. That's ITGM.org. When it comes up, you see a guy that's a preacher on there. And over to the right of him, there'll be a TV screen. And it's got stuff scrolling on the TV screen. Right below that, you'll see a little blue button, icon, whatever. Click on that, and it will take you to all the games that we have done so far this year. So if you want to watch the first game we did between the Amherst County Lancers and the LCA Bulldogs, it is there, and you can watch it in its entirety, Doug. It's not 15 or 30 seconds worth of fame. It is a whole game.
You did that very good. You're getting good at this.
And, I mean, it's on the web. Is what I'm talking about.
The World Wide Web.
It's on the internet, so you can watch it no matter where you're at. You could be down in Myrtle Beach.
Landon Farrell.
On a golf trip and watch it.
You could be in Florida.
You could be in, we got a guy. We know what's in Florida. You could be in California.
Timbuktu.
And you too. Same to you.
3:21 to go. Farrell picks up
you could be in China.
Farrell picks up a couple on the play, so it brings up 2nd down, about 8 yards to go. Landon Farrell taking over for the quarterback this evening, Perry Comer. Comer had a real good first half, and when you're starting quarterback and you got a 35-0 lead, let the next quarterback come in, get some playing time against a quality Gretna team, because the Gretna Hawks, they're going to continue to play a lot of their starters, to work on some things. So you figure, well, if it gives us a chance to work against another team.
That's right. And Doug, the other thing about this YouTube deal is you got to have some way to be on the internet. So, you might not could go to the Smoky Mountains and be up there when it's snowing and going, well, I think I'll watch a football game, because you may not be able to get any.
Yeah, you got to have an internet connection to get
right.
that. You got to have, number 5 that time making a good run, Cameron Harsley. Harsley turns up the sideline. I don't think anybody's going to get him. And nobody got him. Touchdown, Heritage Pioneers. A nice run of about, let's see where that thing was marked at.
Doug, that guy.
There goes McCall again.
That guy has got
70-yard run.
He's got to be on the track team, and if he's not, I bet the track coach is saying, y'all sign him up.
It is now 48-14, the extra point coming up, but it is now 14-13 with the extra point attempt coming up for the second half.
So the Heritage Pioneers trying to tie the game if we only count the second half.
Yeah, that's right. You don't really want to add the 35 points you scored in the first half, right?
Well, yeah,
But my car is running a little slow. They might be on fumes.
I believe they are, Doug.
Might be on fumes.
I know one thing.
The extra point attempt is up, and
it is good. Not by much, but it's good.
Yeah,
but I think
Davis with the extra point.
I think that car has made a groove in the track. It's gone up and down that so many times. All right, folks, we'll take a quick break. 2:20 left in our contest. It's 49-14, Heritage over Gretna. But if you only count the second half, Doug, it's 14-14. So
we got a barn burner coming up.
It could be time to do overtime just for the second half. I don't know. We'll find out, folks. Come on back.
I doubt it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here, and are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive and Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Don't miss the 42nd Historic Appomattox Railroad Festival. The big parade on Saturday morning. Loads of fun for the kids at Playland Park. The firefighters competition. And music from all the great bands. Bluegrass band competition on Sunday and good old days in Appomattox. The classic car show. Fine art shows and sales. All at Appomattox. Don't miss the big event.
You are looking at the Heritage High School band, Doug. They were just getting down. I love to watch those the tubas and stuff over there. They look. There it is. Look at them.
Yeah, that's a big orange machine right there.
What do you think about that, buddy?
Here he goes again.
Woo!
Here he goes again. Folks, I apologize. He really does. The band doing fine on their own.
Doug, I've been apologizing to you for 8 years on Friday night. So
I really owe the people an apology for your behavior then, don't I?
All right, here goes the Heritage Pioneers. It's all tied up 14-14 if you only count the second half. Remember, I keep saying that.
Eric Davis will kick the football off down to about the 25-yard line. It's scooped up that time coming up the field, and that is it looks like number two. Number 2. That is Keandre Clements. So taking over at the 26-yard line with 2 minutes and 11 seconds, the Hawks will go back to work.
So now, do you think that Gretna is thinking the way that we're thinking up here about just the second half? and knowing that the score is tied 14-14 in just the second half, and wanting to try to see if they could win just the second half.
Well, you know, it's a good way to think. And, you know,
I think that's the way you have to think.
And they've had a lot of good accomplishments here in the second half.
I mean,
today.
when it's 49-14, isn't it the way you have to think?
Well, we knew that the Gretna Hawks were not going to lay down and stop.
We got a timeout coming up, Doug, by the Gretna Hawks.
So we're trying to get.
They don't have enough men on the field, I don't think.
I don't think they called timeout.
Well, actually, they did.
I think they were did they call timeout?
They did call timeout.
Okay, then. Well, 1:53 to go. The Hawks timeout, but it was just to get a play on the field. So,
yeah, the official.
The Heritage Pioneers don't get a chance to talk, even though it's a timeout.
The official signaled timeout.
But they have to take the full 35 or 40-second timeout. So 1:53 to go. The defensive coach, Mr. Meadows, is over there having a conversation with his defense, and the offense is just waiting for the defense to come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this game, it would be greatly appreciated if any trash you find in the area could be please picked up and deposited into the back row of the walkway of the stadium. Thank you very much.
So now, first down and 10. Well, I don't know if it's ball handed off, coming up over the left side.
Is that number 21, Doug? Is that Logan?
It looks like it. Yep,
Yeah.
Sure is. That's Logan, 21. And he's going to pick up a 30-yard on that. He had a little tough going on that.
Down to less than a minute and 30 seconds, Doug. So with a tie game and only the second half, Gretna's really got to get going. No sense of urgency for only the second half.
Oh, you're a diehard, Lake Star. I got to give it to you.
That's Haley.
Well, that's Logan right there once again.
Is that Logan?
That's Logan once again. Breaks it across the 40-yard line to the 41.
And that will stop the clock as they move the chains, Doug.
That's a pretty good combination running back.
Really good.
You've got Haley, and then you've got Logan. Those guys complement each other very well.
Yeah, Logan is 5'9", 180, and Haley is 5'8", 235. So, yeah, they complement each other very well.
Under 1 minute to go in the contest. This time the ball pitched out to the right side, turning it up the field into Heritage Pioneer territory is number, well, I can't exactly catch the number. Number two. Once again, that is Keandre Clemens. He takes it to the 45-yard line of the Pioneers.
And Doug, we only have 40 seconds left and no sense of urgency right now for the Gretna Hawks. They've got to get going if they want to win only the second half.
Ball handed off, coming up over the right side.
Is that Logan?
That looks like Logan. He runs it towards the
not get out of bounds.
38-yard line.
The time is still counting. No timeout by Coach Simpson.
Well, they will probably get one more play if they get one more play. Because they really not look like they want to run another play.
They're not going to run. It's going to be a tie game, Doug. And will we have overtime for just the second half?
No, sir, they will not. Because the final score of tonight's contest is the Heritage Pioneers 49 and the Gretna Hawks 14. The Gretna Hawks 0-3 to start the season, and the Pioneers 3-0 to start the season.
And Doug, you know, the Pioneers really won this game in the first half. Some costly penalties and turnovers for the Gretna Hawks, and Heritage took full advantage of that. Frankie Hickson with 3 touchdowns in the first half. But you know, as much good as we say about the Heritage Pioneers, we got to say a lot of good about the Gretna Hawks, because I think that from this point on in the season, you better look out for the Gretna Hawks.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The Gretna Hawks, they will go to Chatham next week. Then they will have a real tough game with over at Alta Vista. Then they host William Campbell, and then I think we get to see the Hawks again when they come to Appomattox. So they, as you can see, they've got some schools coming up that they match up really well with, and may actually end up winning the contest. So Gretna is a dangerous team. I believe they will make the playoffs coming up down the road.
Absolutely.
And of course, the Heritage Pioneers, undefeated and headed off into next week. They go to Amherst next week. And
that will not be an easy game.
No, and then they come, which will be a great game on October the 3rd. The Jefferson Forest Cavaliers will come to City State. No, they will be at Jefferson Forest on October the 3rd. So lots of games coming up. Both teams should do well. We'll see them both teams down the road a little bit. So
final score tonight from City Stadium in Lynchburg. on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. The Heritage Pioneers 49, the Gretna Hawks 14. For Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes,
Doug the Dandy One Marshall.
We'll see you next time on the live TV game of the week on
Shentel Cable.
Right on.
Good night, everybody.